All right. Shalom.
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 First and foremost, Kohalayim La. Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elder apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone who rule well. Salutations to the Akim out there on the highways and the byways. Salutations to the hopeful elect. Salutations to you speckled birds, you Israelite foreigners. And shalom to the Akwaf sitting and listening in silence as the scriptures said to do so. All right, we are the brothers of Great Millstone, the Washington, D.C. branch. We come out here every week to prophesy the downfall of this wicked, abominable queendom known as America, but to us and to Yahweh Yahweh Shai, known as Babylon the Great, the mother of harlots, okay, which is spiritually Rome, Sodom, all these captivities all in one. All right, and we also come to edify, to warn our people, to tell you that you're not so-called black, so-called Latino, Hispanic, Native and Seminole Indian. You are from the 12 tribes of Israel. So we're going to roll in the spirit, and Lord willing, we can dig into this a little bit. The Willie Lynch letter, which is in full effect right now, still to this day. And y'all can be edified. Let's grab Isaiah 33, verse 6.
Yep.
Let's grab Isaiah 34, verse 16. Grab that one first.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 33, verse 6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times.
But what type of wisdom and knowledge? It's not the wisdom and knowledge of this world, because as it states in the 1 Corinthians chapter 1, the knowledge and the wisdom of this world is foolishness to the Most High, man. Okay, and the Most High is making the knowledge and the wisdom of this world look stupid. So we have the wisdom on high from Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, man. Continue.
And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation.
Okay, and that's all the tools that we need. You know, Yahweh Shai, and the true knowledge and wisdom in which we have received understanding, man. That's a very, very important tool to have understanding, man. Because anybody can get knowledge and wisdom, but do you understand what you're receiving? Read it again from the top.
This is Isaiah 33, verse 6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord is his treasure.
And our people have lost that knowledge, that wisdom, man. It also states back in the book of Deuteronomy chapter 4, let's grab that, Baba Kishar, that, you know, the nations were supposed to look at us like a special, which we are a special people, but they're supposed to be like amazed at the knowledge that we have from Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, man. But look at our people now, man. You know, our people walk around half naked. The niggas walk around with their asses showing, down lows, all types of madness, man. Yeah. You know?
Yep.
And it's vexing, man. Grab Deuteronomy 4.
This is Deuteronomy 4, verse 1. Now therefore hearken, O Israel, unto the statutes and unto the judgments, which I teach you, for to do them, that ye may live, and go in and possess the land, which the Lord God of your fathers giveth you. Ye shall not add unto the word which I command you.
And we see that being done amongst Israel right now, adding and taking away from the word. You got Pegatron, you know, that y'all been following and defending, that's literally denouncing the gospel, that's denouncing his heritage, man. But you know, it's all part of what? Prophecy, man. Okay, continue.
Fine. Deuteronomy 4 and 2. Ye shall not add unto the word which I command you, neither shall ye diminish aught from it.
So you're not supposed to disconnect from the words of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, which our people have done abundantly, greatly. They cleave onto the customs, the philosophies, the ways of the heathen, but they reject and they're disobedient to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, man. Okay, and with that type of interaction and that type of things that they have done, it's going to be a recompense for that, man. It's going to be judgment. Continue, beloved.
That ye may keep the commandments of the Lord your God, which I command you.
And you have the beloved Elder Manaka Zakbar making videos where you had a Jake that was offended about us talking about the law, man. But yet you'll keep Esau's law to a T. You know, like Dave Chappelle said, you know, you have an old man jump out of nowhere. Don't do that, that's 5 to 10. You know Esau's law left and right, but when it comes to the Heavenly Father's law, you reject it, man. You know, because Esau said you can be as wicked as you want to be, man. Okay? Continue.
Come on. Deuteronomy 4, verse 3. Your eyes have seen what the Lord did because of Baal Peor. For all the men that follow Baal Peor, the Lord thy God hath destroyed them from among you. Deuteronomy 4 and 4. But ye that did cleave unto the Lord your God, are alive, every one of you this day.
Read that again, beloved. Read that, 'cause I don't think they heard you. Read that again.
Deuteronomy 4:4. But ye that did cleave unto the Lord your God are alive, every one of you this day.
But those that are cleaving to Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shah are alive. Okay, why do you think Yahweh Shah HaMashiach said the truth shall set you free? He shall know the truth and the truth shall set you free, man. So you're actually alive right now. When you was in the world, you were dead, man. You were literally just waiting to be judged from Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shah. Beloved.
Behold, I have taught you statutes and judgments, even as the Lord my God commanded me, that ye should do so in the land whither ye go to possess it. Keep therefore and do them, for this is your wisdom and your understanding in the sight of the nations.
So this is your wisdom, your understanding in the sight of the nations. So we were severed, set apart from the heathens, man. The heathens are supposed to be beneath us, but now what? The heathens are above us, man. They have overpassed us, man. And why do you think these heathens treat you like shit? Let's just be clear and straight and blunt and direct. Why do you think they treat you like shit, man? Because in actual reality, you deserve it, man. You deserve it, man. Look at how you conduct yourself. Look what you do, man. Read that again, beloved.
Deuteronomy 4:6. Keep therefore and do them.
Keep therefore and do them, man. Even though we can't keep the laws 144%, it still shows forth our alliance and our obedience to Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shah. Being transformed and renewed in our minds, man. Okay, looking at things to the Spirit, thinking to the Spirit, conducting ourselves to the Spirit. Okay, we let our light shine amongst everybody, man. It's a different aura and a different countenance with the remnant, which we hope and pray to be. Continue.
Keep therefore and do them, for this is your wisdom and your understanding in the sight of the nations, which shall hear of these statutes and say, surely this great nation is a wise and understanding people.
Surely this great nation, the nation of Israel, not no Chinese, not no Japanese, Arabs, no, the nation of Israel is supposed to be looked at as a pure, knowledgeable nation, man. But now they look at you as what? Give me Lamentations chapter 4, man. Was that hiss? The nations, they clapping their hiss? We're going to show you how the nations look at you now according to the Bible, man. Yeah, 215. We're going to show you how the nations look at you, man. Which, in actual reality, we look at you like that, too. Because we out here showing true love to our people, man. We out here telling you the truth. Okay? Not no damn AI, man. Got niggas crying over AI. But yet the truth is out here right now. We're telling you the truth. We're telling you that you're above all nations. That all these nations are going to be under us, man. They're going to be in chains, man. But yet you're going to go to a program that your master made and cry because what they telling you. We've been telling you all the time. What's wrong with y'all, man? Judgment is overdue. Grab that, beloved.
It's Lamentations 2, verse 15. All that pass by clap their hands at thee.
So the nations that pass by, you so-called Negroes, Hispanics, Native and Seminole Indians, this is how they look at you. They look at you like trash. Continue.
They hiss and wag their head at the daughter of Jerusalem, saying, is this the city that men call the perfection of beauty?
So they saying, is this the people that comes from the city that calls the perfection of beauty? When you just have the nigga woman walking around with her ass cheeks out, thinking it's sexy. Bragging to our people, so I got an old man looking at me. Man, take your ass home and cover up. That's not attractive, man. Cover up, man. What's wrong with y'all people, man? Read that from the top.
Lamentations 2, verse 15. All that pass by clap their hands at thee. They hiss and wag their head at the daughter of Jerusalem, saying, is this the city that many call the perfection of beauty, the joy of the whole earth? All thine enemies have opened their mouth against thee.
Yep, all of our enemies, every single nation. Nobody likes you, Jake. You don't have friends, okay? People only like you because you make them money, okay? Our people are very, very low right now, man, okay? And what? What's lucky? Our people are very, very low, and you're seeking answers, but who are you going to? You're going to everything else besides Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shah. You're going to everybody else besides the prophets, man. When the answers are right here, the answers are being uploaded on all social media platforms and out on the highways and the byways once or twice a week, man. Okay? Go ahead, Sean.
This is Jeremiah 2. Jeremiah 2, verse 20. For of old time I have broken thy yoke and burst thy bonds. And thou saidest, I will not transgress, when upon every high hill and under every green tree thou wanderest and playing the harlot. Yet I had planted thee a noble vine, holy a right seed. How then art thou turned into the degenerate plant of a strange vine unto me? For though thou wash thee with nitre and take thee much soap, yet thine iniquity is marked before me, saith the Lord God. So we became a bunch of degenerates when we turned to idolatry. Most of our people are consumed and vexed with demons. So whenever they attack you, you're not arguing with that person, but a demonic spirit. Many of our people are consumed with dark energy, filth, the gods of the world, idols. So they are full of dark energy and demonic spirits. Let's read it again. Jeremiah 2:21. Yet I have planted thee a noble vine, holy a right seed. How then art thou turned into the degenerate plant of a strange vine unto me? Idols made us abominable, filthy, false gods. Most of our people trust on white man Jesus, so they're bugged out of the damn mud. So we got to be washed by the word. Jeremiah 2:22. For though thou wash thee with nitre and take thee much soap, yet thine iniquity is marked before me, saith the Lord God.
Yeah, man, and we see it every single second of the day, man. And you see you out here trying to do the work. Demons got to come and try to take the word away, man. But we're going to stay focused, man. Go ahead and just grab that, Sean. Yes, sir.
Lamentations 2:16. All thine enemies have opened their mouth against thee. They hiss and gnash the teeth. They say, we have swallowed her up. Certainly, this is the day that we look for.
This is the day that they look for, man, where Israel's at the bottom. Our nation's completely lost, destroyed. Okay, they mock, they scoff, they laugh, but guess what? They never considered their latter end. Okay, just like the so-called self-proclaimed white man talking about it was manifest destiny this, it was manifest destiny that. You're right, it was. But guess what? It's manifest destination, so like a destiny, that you're gonna have to pay for your crimes. Okay? You're gonna have to pay for all your crimes that you've done, man. Okay, as it says in the book of Colossians, chapter 3, verse 25, a man that doeth wrong shall receive for the wrong for which he have did, man. And there's no respect of persons, man. Okay, so you're not gonna get away. So you can orchestrate all your plans that you think you're gonna bring forth and accomplish, but the Lord has you in the trick bag, man. Okay, so all these nations, they laughing, they mocking, they scoffing, they talk down on us. Cool. Okay, the curses are upon our people, man. But guess what? Let's grab that Baruch chapter 4, verse 25. Start off at verse 20 or 21. Salaki. Because we're going to have our time where we're going to see the downfall of our enemies, man. Okay? Everybody has had their hands, and these people, right, the so-called black, Latino, Native and Seminole Indian, everybody's had a hand in our downfall, man. Okay? Everybody, man. Nobody's exempt. Okay? I go to the halal spot to go get some meat. The first thing Ishmael say, hey, how you doing, brother? How you doing, brother? I claim you. That's how I'm doing. Grab that.
Baruch 4, verse 21. Be of good cheer, O my children.
So be of good cheer, Israel, because this is not the end. What we see right now, how we're living this nightmare, this hellish condition, this is not the end, man. But some of y'all going to be judged, man. Some of y'all going to be judged. Continue.
O my children, cry unto the Lord.
And that's what we're doing, man. We're crying on the Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. Okay, and the Lord, Abba-Nama Ratazah, we got that mark of exemption, man. Because we hate this place, man. Getting up, having to go to the plantation, paying taxes, all types of usury. Esau taking your money before you get it.
Teach.
Like, come on, man. Women out of order, kids out of order. Yeah. Everything is out of order, man. Everything, man. You got a daggone creatures of the sea beaching themselves because they want to die. Like, come on, man. Yeah. This man's destroying the earth, man. And nobody's complaining about it. But you got these wacky-tacky Christians coming at us. For what? Because now you got to read your Bible. Now you got to prove that you know what you're talking about. Y'all don't know nothing. Everything that y'all learn from us. Continue.
Cry unto the Lord, and he shall deliver you from the power and hand of the enemies.
But now we're at the Zion. We be delivered, man. Thus saith the scriptures, man. The Lord's not going to lie to us. Continue.
For my hope is in the everlasting, that he will save you. And joy is come unto me from the Holy One.
Now, for those of y'all that don't know, this is the land talking about Israel coming back, man. Continue.
Because of the mercy which shall soon come unto you from the everlasting our Savior.
Hold on, Sean. Read that part again, beloved.
For my hope is in the everlasting, that he will save you. And joy is come unto me from the Holy One, because of the mercy,
what else?
which shall soon come unto you,
Which shall soon come unto you
from the everlasting,
from
our,
Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua,
our Savior.
our Savior, Yahushua, man. And we believe that, man. We believe every single word, chapter, book, period, comma, everything, man. Okay? Every brother up here believes what we read and what we say, man. We don't need a plan B, a plan C. All we need is Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. We have the cheat code right here, man. We have everything we need in our Bible, man. This comforts us. Go ahead.
Verse 24. Oh, I'm sorry, 23. For I sent you out with mourning and weeping.
So we got cast out, Jake. Okay, like the old bottle on the beloved Elder Menachim Zakbaz channel talking about, just because you an old nigga. Oh yeah, the black Hebrew Israelite. Well, it says right here in Jeremiah this and that and this. Shut up! Shut up! Okay? Y'all don't know what y'all talking about, man. One precept is not going to prove, and then you're going to go to another translation talking about, oh, they shall offer themselves. Who in the hell is going to offer themselves for slavery?
Got the power.
Go ahead, man.
Got
For I
the power.
send you out with mourning and weeping. But God will give you to me again with joy and gladness forever.
But Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua shall give to us the land again.
again.
That's all
I love
tribes.
you.
All tribes.
I love you.
Not just 2 or 3.
I love
All
you,
12 tribes.
No,
Continue.
Jordan.
Verse
No,
24.
Jordan.
Like as now the neighbors of Zion have seen your captivity.
This is what we want. The neighbors of Zion have seen our captivity. They had their hands in it. They completely worked together with the devil to bring us down. They made money off our backs, off of our blood, sweat, and tears, man.
No,
Continue.
Jordan.
So shall they see shortly your salvation from our God.
So shall they see shortly our salvation. Grab Wisdom Psalm chapter 5, Bible Shah. You know what I want.
Yep.
Wisdom Psalm 5. They're going to see it again. Read that from the top, Shah. Bible Shah.
Baruch 4 and 24. Like as now, I'm sorry.
You got it, beloved? You got it?
Yeah, verse 24. Like as now the neighbors of Zion have seen your captivity, so shall they see shortly your salvation from our God.
So they saw our captivity. They had a hand in our captivity. They're laughing, they're scoffing, they're mocking. Okay? They think that this is it. That this is the end of us. You know what I'm saying? But they don't.
I want to meet
Hey,
Bible.
ma'am, ma'am,
Yes,
please be quiet. Let the word come, okay?
Okay.
Please, okay?
Yes.
I'm only going to say it one time. If you want to listen, just be quiet, okay? Thank you. Read that from the top.
Like as now the neighbors of Zion have seen your captivity, so shall they see shortly your salvation from our God,
That's right. So like what?
which shall come upon you with great glory and brightness of the everlasting.
Let's let the Bible talk. Grab that, Shar.
Wisdom of Solomon. This is Wisdom of Solomon 5 and 1. Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as have afflicted him and made no account of his labors.
Made no accounts of our labor, Salaki. Made no accounts of our labors because everything that helps society progress or move forward in a righteous manner, our people created. The stoplight, the refrigerator, the washing machine, the car, the vehicle, all these things that help society progress and move forward, we created. Continue, Shar.
When they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear and shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation, so far beyond all that they look for. And they, repenting and groaning, for anguish of spirit.
Repenting and groaning, anguish of spirit, because again, everybody mocks, everybody scoffs. You know, you're just niggas. You're just African Americans. You're just Latinos. You're just savages. Okay, when those two words, African and American, are from two so-called white men, Amerigo Vespuccia and Leo Scipio Africanus, man. Okay, those are two so-called white men. Okay, but a lot of our people are so ignorant and so unlearned and so, just believe everything that's said to them, they don't research something, man. You know? Continue, Sean.
Wisdom of Solomon 5 and 2. When they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear, and shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation.
And that's going back to Baruch, what we just read, the strangeness about salvation, because you're going to have all things going on. The missiles coming here, and you're going to have, your Yahushua and the chariots and everything else beaming up the elect, man. And they're going to be looking like, wow, these people that we, does it go to that part?
So far beyond all that they look for.
Uh-huh.
And they, repenting and groaning for anguish of spirit,
Yep.
shall say within themselves,
Yep, listen.
this was he whom we had sometimes in derision.
So this was those niggas, those spicks, those savages that we had in derision, that we treated like crap. These people are amongst the Most High.
A proverb of reproach.
A proverb of reproach. Okay, because again, as I just stated, your nationality is a proverb. That's not your nationality. Your nationality is on this board right here.
That's right.
Okay?
Perfect.
You're of the 12 tribes of Israel. Okay? We come from a royal lineage, man. Okay, but now you rather be the scum of the earth. You rather be a boss bitch. You rather be a fake thug. You rather be a social media influencer. You rather be everything than a child of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua.
Drug dealer kingpin.
Yeah, the drug dealer kingpin, but you don't want to be a priest. Okay? Our people have the mentality of servitude, man.
Yep.
They don't have a rulership, kingly priest mentality like these brothers and the other brothers that left to go to their camps, man. Continue, Shar.
God. This is Wisdom of Solomon 5, verse 4. We fools accounted his life madness.
That's right. They fools. Those other nations, especially the Edomites. We was kings. You daggone right. We still kings, man. You looking at your future kings, man. You looking at your future slave masters, man. Continue, Shar.
We fools accounted his life madness, and his end to be without honor.
So why do you think they just slay you on the street and get away with it, man? They look at you as nothing, man. They got laws set up in the books where they slay a Israelite, or really a nigga, that deserves judgment, but it's still precious. That life is still precious in the eyes of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Okay? But they look at you as nothing, man. More on that?
How is he numbered among the children of God?
Yep.
And his lot is among the saints.
So, they mocking their scarf right now, but when this comes to life, when this happens, they're going to be like, wow, those Israelites, those prophets that was declaring and speaking these things, they was telling the truth, man. And I hope and pray that Yahweh Hashem Yahushua have every mocking moment, everything they said, all that stuff that's come across their vision, man. Yeah, you got it.
This is Sirach 11, verse 5. Many kings have sat down upon the ground, and one that was never thought of have worn the crown. Many mighty men have been greatly disgraced, and the honorable delivered into other men's hands. Blame not before thou hast examined the truth. Understand first and then rebuke. So just like the brother was going to, just because we're poor, just because we're downtrodden, we're not wearing fancy garments. They're like, nowhere in the world are these poor men the sons of God. These so-called Negroes and Native Americans, Latinos. We only admire and reverence the rich, those that are decked out in gold, silver, fancy broderie, fancy linen, fancy suits and ties. Nowhere in the world the God of the creator of the universe is dealing with the lowly man, the poor. Look how raggedy they are. You got other Israelites calling us bums, the bum camps. The Lord is going to kill you too.
That's right. And also, too, what else y'all call us? Pedos and grapists and all that other stuff, man. You got to answer for that, man. You have to take into account for everything that you say and say.
Me,
Ma'am,
mama, baby, the power, God the power,
keep on going.
Yeah, I got
the God the power,
Hey, come right here, come right here,
Yeah.
come right here.
Sirach 11, verse 5.
God the power.
Watch out.
Many kings have sat down upon the ground,
Yeah, Salaki,
and
y'all,
one
Salaki.
that was never thought of have worn the crown.
Move. You don't like me. Get out.
Khan, verse 6. Many mighty men have been greatly disgraced, and the honorable delivered into other men's hands.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Sirach 11 and 6. Many mighty men have been greatly disgraced, and honorable men delivered into other men's hands.
You see, when righteousness is being declared and righteousness is being spoken, those demons get activated.
Yep.
They get activated to cause friction amongst the righteous, man. You know, to stop the word
We
coming
believe
out.
God,
man.
okay? Go ahead, test it. Go ahead, test it.
Grab,
Go ahead, test it.
grab the,
Go ahead, test
grab the
it.
root.
You know, motherfucker.
Get the fuck on, bye.
Shut the fuck up, bitch ass nigga. I want me no scared
Come closer,
nothing.
bro. Come closer,
Me,
bro.
I'm not studying, I'm not ghetto. I believe God, okay?
What? I got you.
Come closer, man.
Just stay right here for now.
Yeah.
Like real close, even closer. There you go, right there.
Grab the rest of that root. Yeah, Salakia, y'all. We're gonna keep on moving forward, man.
Get out.
Yep.
Baruch 4 verse 25. My children, suffer patiently the wrath that has come upon you from God.
So we
I
gotta
don't know,
suffer
yo.
patiently the wrath that has come upon us from Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. Okay, we were sent here to be chastised, to be corrected.
Shut the fuck up,
Okay, to
bitch.
go forth this judgment, man. Point blank, period, man. It's all part of the script that Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai is predestined, man.
Yep.
So with us going through this hell, we're gonna have a clear judgment of righteousness in the kingdom, man. We're gonna be balanced judges, man. Okay, continue.
For thine enemy hath persecuted thee,
The Wadi Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai.
but shortly thou shalt see his destruction and shalt tread upon his neck.
Woo! Read that one more time, beloved.
Beautiful.
Baruch 4 and 25. My children, suffer patiently the wrath that has come upon you from God.
Yes, sir.
For thine enemy hath persecuted thee.
For our enemies have persecuted us, and they continue to persecute us, man. They continue to apply pressure on our necks, man. And they not going to let up. Okay, why do you think, Donald Trump, whatever, is out here doing this stuff, man? They even going to oppress their own daggone people, man. So now that the so-called white nation is starting to feel what we felt for hundreds of years, now they want to stand up and, have a voice and speak this and speak that. Oh, well, man, we love it. We love seeing all of it, man. But Donald Trump is really focusing on you Israelites, man. Okay? Jacob's trouble has to be brought forth, man. Okay? Long suffering. Continue.
For thine enemy hath persecuted thee, but shortly thou shalt see his destruction and tread upon his neck.
But shortly we shall see his destruction and tread upon his neck, man. Okay, and we're seeing the demise of our adversaries, our enemies, man. Okay, you got their population, their birth rate is at 0. Okay, opioid addicted, all types of stuff. Opioid addicted, all types of stuff. They're not populating babies, man. It's the Wadi Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, man. The Wadi Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, man. Now they struggling from paycheck to paycheck. They uncomfortable in their own kingdom, man. The Wadi Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, man. We seeing it, man. But Jake, the 2/3, they want to jump in front of Edomite and take those bullets, man. They want to defend Master, man. Or you're not feeling comfortable in your kingdom, Master. What we gonna do about it? How can I help?
They got black fatigue too, brother.
Yeah, man.
Kind. We got enough space to kind of move a little buffer now, brother. Yeah. This is 1 Peter 4, verse 1. For as much then as Hamashiach have suffered for us in the flesh, arm yourselves likewise with the same mind. For he that have suffered in the flesh have ceased from sin, that he no longer should live the rest of his time in the flesh to the lust of men, but to the will of God. Hey, when you see this, arm yourself likewise with that mind of Yahweh Shai Hamashiach. So this is a part of that straight and narrow path, just to do what's pleasing to our Heavenly Father, and to put off the mortal, to put off the flesh. So we are sacrificing for the holy and putting off the mortal or the temporal plane. And it takes the gift of the Holy Spirit to do that, to ignore pain, suffering, sorrow, and to keep moving diligently towards serving the Lord, Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. So that comes with selfless service, just like the mind of Yahweh Shai. His will is to please our Heavenly Father.
That's right. And we're gonna grab more scripture. We're gonna jump into the Willie Lynch letter real quick. It's a couple of chapters I want to read and line them up with some scriptures, man. Because it's all part of prophecy of how everything connected together. Let's go ahead and go into that shot.
Yeah, like you said, the Willie Lynch letter. And this chapter is called the nigger marriage. It says we breed 2 nigger males.
Yeah, Willie Lynch letter. Should pick it up a good read, the Willie Lynch letter. A better read is the Holy Bible, KJV. Go ahead.
It says we breed 2 nigger males with 2 nigger females. Then we take the nigger males away from them and keep them moving and working. Say one nigger female bears a nigger female, and the other bears a nigger male.
Niggas, man.
Both nigger females being without influence of the nigger male image, frozen with an independent psychology.
Salakia. Genesis 3 verse 15. Esau knows, man. Matter of fact, Salakia. Psalm 64 verse 8 first.
Yeah.
Okay, because this man does a diligent search, man. He searches out things. And that's one thing that the so-called self-proclaimed white man does. He researches, man. You Israelites don't. You just believe anything that's told to you, man. You got it?
Oh, you want verse 6, diligent search? I got you.
Yes, sir.
Psalm 64:6. They search out iniquities. They accomplish a diligent search.
So they accomplished a diligent search to accomplish this, man. Okay? This was a lot of research, a lot of time taken to actually come to this, man. Okay, then let's go to Genesis 3 verse 15, because the woman's not supposed to be head of the household. The Lord told us from the beginning how the order was supposed to be. Okay, a woman's supposed to be led by a man. But now in this society, you have the opposite. That's why you have these YNs running highly emotional, unstable, not logical, highly effeminate, because there's no man, and even if there is a man in the household, he's effeminate, he's unstable, he's out of control.
We're not there.
Yeah, exactly. He's not there at all, man. Arguing with the woman and shit, trying to get his point across. Okay, that's the spirit of a woman, man.
Yep.
Gotta have the last word.
That's it.
Grab that, Bashar.
Genesis 3:15. And I will put enmity between thee and the woman, and between thy seed and her seed. It shall bruise thy head, and thou shalt bruise his heel.
So like it's 16.
Genesis 3:16. Unto the woman he said, I will greatly multiply thy sorrow,
Which is a curse. Go ahead.
and thy conception. In sorrow thou shalt bring forth children, and thy desire shall be to thy husband.
And your what?
And thy desire shall be to thy husband.
So your desire is supposed to be your husband, because your husband is the head of the household.
And he shall rule over thee.
And he shall rule over you, not the oppressor, not the slave master, your husband, which is an Israelite man supposed to rule over you. It's supposed to bring structure to the household. Read that again, beloved.
On top.
Yes, sir.
All right. Once again, from the Willie Lynch letter, the chapter says the nigger marriage. It says we breed 2 nigger males with 2 nigger females. Then we take the nigger males away from them and keep them moving and working. Say one nigger female bears a nigger female, and the other bears a nigger male. Both nigger females being without influence of the nigger male image.
So both of the women being without a masculine man of Yahweh Shah, first and foremost, without the influence to guide the household, to structure it correctly, according to the words of Yahweh Shah. What else?
Frozen with an independent psychology.
So now she has an independent psychology. You know, as that song in that commercial, anything you can do, I can do better. Okay? Yes, I can. No, you can't. Yes, I can. These bitches, because that's what it means. A self-willed woman shall be called a bitch. Believe that, man. They believe that they can do what the man can do. You got something, Sharp?
Are you gonna bring out Mark 3? I don't want to jump.
No,
the
you
gun.
grab it. You grab it.
Con, this is Mark
Roll
3.
the spirit, brother.
Con, this is Mark 3 and 27. And I'm gonna bring this precept out, man.
That's perfect.
Because
That's perfect.
Because it just goes to show, man.
Water.
Yeah, Esau Esau is steps ahead. Well, he was steps ahead of Jake, man. He knew this. I'm pretty sure he knew this scripture. You know, he knew what was said to be able to bind up the strong. I'm gonna read it. Mark 3:27. No man can enter into a strong man's house. The first house, really, the house is the family.
That's right.
So you can't enter into a strong man's family. You know, you can look up statistics about it. They locked up people that pedophiles and child people that victimize children. They'll always tell you if the child has a strong father in the house, he don't want to mess with it.
Yep.
He don't. It needs to be a weak, effeminate man or no man.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah.
It says, no man can enter into a strong man's house and spoil his goods, except he will first bind the strong man, and then he will spoil his house. Which what the brother just read in the Willie Lynch letter is a perfect example of Esau binding up the strong man.
Right.
Because what he did was remove the image of the strong man, so that the woman is what? She's gonna look for him. Who did she look for him? Where did she find him? In Esau.
Yeah.
Yep.
And that's why women, even in Northern Kingdom, oh, find yourself a nice white man. That's what they tell you. They tell you the bullshit ass lies, man. You know? Because what? He's a natural born atheist. He's dirty as shit.
Yep.
He's a demon by default.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? That's my new thing for him, man. He's a demon by default. He's born that way.
Yeah.
Right.
So for us to have been spoiled, see, Esau likes to give himself too much credit, man. The only reason you were able to do what you did is because the Lord gave you that ability to bind up the strong man first.
That's right.
You know? It wasn't because you some big powerful. No, man, you're not no magnificent nothing, man. You know, the Israelite man was brought down because the Lord brought him down.
That's right.
All right?
Hey, so like I want you to read it again.
I got you.
Shar. And
Come.
Shar made excellent points, man, because women in general gravitate towards what? Power.
Yeah.
That's right.
Okay, and
They
they
look for
know.
a leader.
Yeah, Khan, and they know that the Israelite man has what? No power, no authority. Okay, so that's why they do the things they do. That's why they treat you the way they treat you. Is because also too, they're Esau's tag team partner. They're his bulldog.
Yeah.
Why do you think he has stuff set up to defend him, and now that's being taken away?
Yeah.
Okay, so
That's right.
very, very at arm's reach. A lot of these broads is just going to be like this.
They shall lament for the
Yeah.
teats, brother.
What they ain't been doing for a long time. If you're a woman right now watching this, do this.
Right.
I didn't say nothing. Try that. Read that.
30 seconds. Mark 3:27. No man can enter into a strong man's house and spoil his goods, except he will first bind the strong man.
To bind the strong man, butt breaking, showing all types of disrespect towards the man on the plantation. Okay, drugs, incarceration, laws to lock him up, alcohol, all types of stuff, man. You know, giving the woman government assistance. The man can't be in the household. So what did they choose? They chose the government and rejected the men. Okay, they chose independence and not the family foundation.
If I could say real quick, because really when you look at, for example, the CIA with gangster rap and all the different other things that they've created, who did they aim all that to? It was really to the man. The woman will self-destruct, man. Hey, even these wicked ass whoremongers, they'll tell you quickly, a woman with no instruction, she's gonna kill herself.
Yep.
She's gonna run herself into the ditch. You know what I'm saying? So what does Esau do? He aims the mental enslavement, the mental attacks to the man's mind. He makes them want to be thugs, gang members, killers. They want to be killers. You know what I mean? Who the fuck wants to be a killer?
They want to be the white man.
Yeah, they want to be. Yeah,
They want
they
to be
do.
the so-called white
No,
man.
you're right. They do.
And
They do.
Salakia,
Go ahead, brother. Salakia.
Yeah, just recently, Bone Thugs and Harmony, they admitted they were paid
Yep.
millions of dollars to push gang violence, drugs, killing one another.
Death rap.
So they was approached by the small hats that control the music industry. So our people they eat it up, and they get their minds manipulated by these sound waves, by music, hip hop and rap, to go and kill each other, and to make these households ran by single women. That destroys us.
Yeah, hey, I don't know if y'all seen, I don't listen to that nigga at all, but NBA Youngboy, y'all know that rapper, right?
Yeah.
I don't listen to dude, but he came out with an interview like a week ago, and he said basically he admitted that he's a demon. He was like, I'm demonic. He was like, all my jewelry, he went like this, and he pointed out his rings and his bracelets. He was like, it's all demonic, and he was like, the rap industry, the entertainment industry, it's all demonic. I'm demonic. Now I don't know. I think he came out with an album recently. If not, he has an album and a song on it. I just heard it a few days ago because I'm scrolling on TikTok. And the chorus of the song, all he says the whole time, and he's screaming it. He's like, sex and violence, and he just keeps screaming it. And he's just screaming that shit. It's not even like he's rapping it. He's like, sex and violence, and he keeps screaming it over and over and over again. And that just goes to what the Shar Amawan was saying. It's like, yeah, it's a chant. Like, it's a mantra. You say that over and over again, then psychologically it's in your head. You don't even realize it, but throughout the day, even if you're not thinking about the song, that vibration is stuck in your head. And then next thing you know, somebody cuts you off in traffic and you ready to speed up and just, you ready to get it in for no reason.
Yeah.
You don't even know why. And then all of a sudden you do something and then you look back and you're like, yo, that was so uncharacteristic of me. That's where that phrase comes from.
So
it was
true.
uncharacteristic of me. Yeah, because
Yep.
the spirit hopped on you. And you didn't even know it, but you had an unclean already vessel.
That's right.
Because you allowed yourself to be receptive to this music and all the spirits that come with it. You got to protect your vessel at all costs, man.
Yep.
Now you can listen to rap music and shit. I do. I go to the gym every now and then. Sure, I'm listening to it, but at the end of the day, I'm not playing that shit 24/7. We put on the scriptures and we do holy things.
Yeah.
But you can't be in the spirit all goddamn day, every day. But limited. Know what your limits are. You
Yeah.
want to say something? Go
Yeah,
ahead.
man. Hey, these little niggas, man, they have what's the dude name from DC? They have No Savage on repeat. All they talk about is shooting and killing and robbing and
Yeah.
and fucking tellies and dumb shit. Man, the scriptures say as a man thicker than his heart, so is he.
Yeah.
You keep programming yourself with that bullshit, you're gonna become a YN.
That's exactly
Right.
what it is. You're programming yourself.
Yeah, you are.
Like our
You're
brains
yeah.
are just nothing but super dumb, strong, fast computers.
Computers, yeah.
That's all it is. You listen to something over and over. That's how they say you learn a language. You immerse yourself in the language. You completely surround your whole life with it. Well, people do that with music. They listen to music 24/7. They
Right.
wake up, put on music as they're getting ready, hop in the car, put on some more music.
Yeah.
They go to work, working in the Amazon factory, put the headphones in again, drive home, more music. It's music all the time, what they're listening to. Like the
Right.
brother said, this is nothing but death, drugs, violence. That's why black culture is nothing but death. That's all they listen to in their goddamn heads. Everybody's programming their minds, their brains with death.
So like, just like you said with the song, you said murder and sex, or sex and murder.
Sex and
Right.
violence.
There's sex and violence. They got another song. The dude 21 Savage got a song called Red Rum. Now, what is red rum spelled the correct way? Murder. So basically what he's chanting is murder.
Oh, Red Rum?
Yeah, it's murder. He's basically saying murder. You know what I'm
That's a deep one too, man. That's
man.
another deep one.
Yeah, I got one to back you up.
Huh.
Yeah, this is why you had King David through the Spirit. He said, I will sing a new song unto thee. And then he was prophesying, focused on the ends of the earth, America, showing you clearly where these truth originate out of. See, I'm going to read this in Isaiah. Isaiah 42 and 10. Sing unto the Lord a new song and his praise from the end of the earth.
And Salaki, we singing that new song that only the remnant can hear. It's a beautiful, pleasant, beautiful, pleasant melody being recited to the all elect, man. You got it?
Isaiah 42 and 10. Sing unto the Lord a new song and his praise from the end of the earth. Ye that go down to the sea and all that is therein, the isles and the inhabitants thereof. So this truth was spawned out of America, the ends of the earth. Here it is, we've been bombarded and indoctrinated with money, hoes, and clothes and hip-hop rap music, killing one another. You got a brother that look at you, the first thing comes in your mind is he's the enemy. And he's poor like you are. He's at the bottom like you are. But you're not looking at those that are behind the scenes that fund the music and hip-hop industry, fund Hollywood, fund the drug industry, and drugs coming across the borders. You're not looking at the source of the problem. You're looking at those that are victims just like you and at the bottom. So this truth is cleansing our mind of all the garbage and filth that we suck in every day.
That's right. The water, Sean. Let's jump back into that. Read the rest of that real quick. Yeah. So man, look, man. Yeah, we got
All right, it says we're back into the Willie Lynch letter once again, and the chapter says the nigger marriage. So we'll keep reading. It says,
Got you. Yep.
both nigger females being without influence of the nigger male image, frozen with an independent psychology, will raise their offspring into reverse positions.
So they raise their offspring into reverse positions. And we see that now to this day. It's still sticking to this day. They raise the women to be masculine, to be independent, to have the role of a man. Then they raise the men to be simps, to be weak, effeminate, highly emotional. Everything is upside down. The roles have reversed. Everything is out of course.
Yep.
Okay, Psalms 82. All right, continue on that, Charlotte.
Yeah.
Says, the one with the female offspring will teach her to be like herself, independent and negotiable.
Independent, negotiable, rebellious, okay, headstrong, to be in the steed, the position of a man. I don't need no man. If he want to get with me, he got to make $1 million. He got to have a six-pack. He got to have 12 inches, okay. He got to have a weekend house. He got to be able to buy me a house. You know, all these standards, but yet when it comes to Pookie and Tyrone, all those standards go out the window. Do you even notice that women will literally lay down, give their womb, and never even thinking about marriage, which sex is marriage. That's another lesson for another time, but they'll give their womb before they give their so-called hand in marriage. Continue on that. Matter of fact, so like you go to Isaiah 3.
Isaiah, look at Isaiah chapter 3, verse 11.
Uh-huh.
Woe unto the wicked, it shall be ill with him, for the reward of his hand shall be given him.
So there's going to be judgment to the actual wicked. Who's the actual wicked? The Edomites, who are so-called the self-proclaimed white nation, the Caucasians. Okay, those are the wicked, and also 2/3 of our people, man. Because why do you think Yahweh Shah stated and said in John 8, verse 44, ye are of your father the devil. He abode not in the truth, and you abode not in the truth, man. Continue, Shaw.
As for my people, children are their oppressors, and
Children are the oppressors. That's talking about Esau, because Esau's a big kid. Okay, he's literally in the position right now. If I can't stay on top and I can't rule, ain't nobody gonna rule. He don't get his way. He throw a tit tantrum. He's a big kid. You start crying crocodile tears, all types of stuff, man. This man is a kid, man.
Turns to Tasmanian devil.
Yeah.
Everything he touches is destroyed.
Exactly.
Yep.
So if I can't have it, I gotta kill everything.
Slip.
So wicked as hell.
Continue.
As for my people, children are their oppressors, and women rule over them.
And what?
And women rule over them.
Now, what did we just read in the Willie Lynch letter? Yahweh already ordained it. So Esau, you see how we formulating this, how we bringing this out? The Lord commanded it to be so, not no damn Edomite. See, Esau think he did it. Esau think he had the might and the power like the beloved brother said, man. No, it is ordained and a part of prophecy from Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. What said, women what?
And women rule over them.
Women have been ruling the so-called black community for what? 30 years? 30, 40 years or something like that?
Going back to the 60s.
You're going back to 60 years. Look at our nation, man. What does the beloved Elder Apostle Gabar always said, and Tahar, if you want to know the state of a nation, look at they women. And our women are completely out of order, man. Completely out of order. They want to be like the so-called white woman wearing blonde hair when yellow hair is a abomination, man. Okay?
Finish it out.
Yeah, leprosy, Salaki, go ahead.
And they which lead thee cause thee to err and destroy the way of thy path.
And who's the main one leading the nations, leading everybody? The so-called self-proclaimed white man.
Yep.
Okay, because when it comes to Zaddy, as they say, there's no standards, there's no expectations, because why? He's in control. You know, they're literally trying to run away and flee from the curses, man. When you have a brother did a video, matter of fact, a brother did a video with all these nigger women gravitating to these Edomites, and all these women got slaved by these Edomites, man. Okay? You can't run away from your destiny, man. These people don't like you, man.
Yep.
Let's finish this, grab some more on that, Bubba Shaw.
Back in the Willie Lynch letter, it says, the one with
Yes,
the
sir.
female offspring will teach her to be like herself, independent and negotiable. We negotiate with her, through her, by her. We negotiate her at will.
So what does that mean? That means you're going to be rebellious, highly proud, okay, disobedient, okay, doing all types of stuff, man. As soon as you try to correct her, as soon as you get loud, what does she do? I'm calling the cops, nigga. And as soon as as soon as she called the cops, I don't care. I don't care if you did. I don't care if you talk to her over the phone or whatever it may be. The Edomites gonna pull up and they gonna attempt to take you to jail, man. I've gone through it.
Yeah.
Literally, I had the police come to my crib, my rib outside running after me because I won't let her go to the club. I got the car keys, and she outside running with a butcher's knife trying to stab me, and somebody called the police.
Damn.
And she told the police I ain't do nothing to her, but they took the police said to her, just say he hit you, just say he touched you. We'll take him to jail.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, I had her parents staying with me, you know, which I learned from that shit. Had her parents staying with me, and then, here come my dad and everybody getting in my business. I said, mind your business, man. What do that? I said, you in my house. And all that, this stay away from the nigga with me, man.
Hey, if I could say, hey, just a piece of advice for you brothers, man. If you got a woman that threatens to call the cops, get up on out of there, man.
Yeah.
That bitch don't give a fuck about you, man. Fuck that.
She trying to get you killed, man.
Not just get you killed, bro. That'll fuck up your whole life, bro. If you bro, let's say you got a career going, you in a trade, that could fuck all that up. That's it. You're gonna be stuck working some bullshit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but the point in all this, and the brothers are bringing up examples. So we're reading the Willie Lynch letter, and we're reading how Esau would basically mind fuck our woman
Yep.
in order to manipulate them so that future offspring can also be easily manipulated.
That's right.
Yeah.
Right? So all of this is for the purpose of deception. This is how Esau planned our downfall, by destroying and attacking our family. So keep in mind the brothers are bringing up examples and fast forwarding this letter to right now, but you have to understand that when you see our woman go off and act a certain way, now you have higher understanding, you have more wisdom, and you know why she's acting this way. You know why and how she became like this. It wasn't just because of, she naturally grew up in this random environment, that's who she is. Even Jake, even even males upon our tribe grew up in a certain fashion. Esau created it. Projects are nothing more than an experiment.
Right.
That's all it is. So you keep these things in mind. And I'll tell you bros this too. I stopped even just recently. Well, I'll say a few years ago. But a lot of the times you see Jake and you just happen to be walking, but Jake has a frown in their face. You can't just assume that because he looked up at you with a frown that he's mugging you.
Right.
You can't assume that. You don't know what's going on with Jake's life and what they got problems and how Esau has been fucking them over and things like that. Esau, that's the man to blame at the end of the day. Now, the 2/3 of our nation, they play their part. They have their role. Of course, they help forward it, things like that. But Esau's at the top. He's the one up there with the little, what is it called? He's controlling the muppet.
Pulling the
trumpet.
strings.
Pulling the strings.
Yeah.
And that's what the bros are, or the brother your eyes really going into concerning this letter.
Let's grab the rest of that, Sean.
Yeah. It says, the one with the nigger male offspring, she being frozen with a subconscious fear for his life, will raise him to be mentally dependent and weak, but physically strong. In other words, body over mind.
Yeah, physically strong, so violent, unstable, out of control, and also too, she said she's scared what? She's scared of her.
Yeah, she being frozen with a subconscious fear for her life.
Subconscious fear for his life. So what is she gonna do? She's gonna take you to that 501c3 church and say, this is God. This is Jesus. This is our Savior. A so-called white man with stringy hair and blue eyes. You have to bow down to this man. So when you see the white man, you get in order. Just like you see Jake out here now, he's all tough with his own people, but as soon as the white man come, he shook. Hey, how you doing, sir?
Right.
How's everything going, sir? Okay?
Salakia, if I may, notice the brother read through her, by her. So that son is an extension of her. Fearful, very effeminate, very emotional, through her, by her. So they made the woman the head. So the son is indirectly taking on the characteristics of the mother.
That's right.
She's pushing that fearfulness and that effeminate emotional spirit on him. So he's becoming a replica or an extension of his mother.
That's right.
And these devils know that we were built on a male patriarch.
That's right.
They know that.
And this all goes back, which I'm running out of my time, but I'm going to just speak on it. This all goes back to the book of Judith, chapter 5. And also speaking to that diligent search that we just read in Psalms 64. Okay, this man does a lot of research because you know you Israelites are guinea pigs to him, man. You know he had to formulate a plan to basically keep our nation down for him to stay above and for him to conquer and basically devour our people, man. Okay, but you know the woman has to have guidance and have to have structure because believe it or not, do your own experiment. Women are like big kids, man, big children, man. If you have a woman and you got an apartment or something like that, go when you get off of work, go home and just stand by the door and listen to your woman talk to your kids. Just see how she act. Okay, women are like big kids. They need guidance, man. Okay, and some sisters in the truth acknowledge that. Let's grab that real quick. Because it literally what you don't realize is that, you know, from the beginning, you know, with Eve, and now, you know, through the woman, go ahead and read that.
This is Sirach 25, verse 24. Of the woman came the beginning of sin.
So of the woman came the beginning of sin. That's talking about in the book of Genesis, man. Because she went to the serpent, which is, you know, really spiritually Esau, Cain, okay, and gravitated and cleaved onto his philosophies, man. Where she still is today. You know, instead of, you know, that's also right there another sign of being disrespectful, disobedient to Adam, her husband, man. And it also shows, too, Adam being a simp. He should have corrected Eve right there, man. You know? Continue.
And through her, we all died.
And through her, we all died, man. Through her, we all died. Okay? Because she was in the transgression, not Adam. Again, even though Adam, you know, was on simp mode and should have corrected her and let it be known. But she knew, just like, you know, you have some women right now and saying that, well, it was Adam's fault. She knew because she said to the serpent that she knew. Okay, let's stop the gimmicks and the games, man. Let's jump back to the rest of that Willie Lynch.
It says, now in a few years, when these two offsprings become fertile for early reproduction, we will mate and breed them and continue the cycle.
It's a never-ending cycle, which is still continuing right now. And again, Esau believes that he formulated this plan when actually it's of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. There's more.
That is good, sound, and long-range comprehensive planning.
Okay? And he planning like we just read. He believes that he is the cause of all this when it's Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Let's go to Jeremiah 31, verse 22. Because he has given the woman ammunition, tools, and everything she needs to, you know, make this plan progress. Okay? Period, man. But now that she has accomplished her mission, Esau, what is Donald J. Trump doing? He's taking all that away. Section 8, taking that away. Medicaid, taking that away. All these things he's taking away. Good. Because a lot of you, man, you have women literally on social media platforms bragging about how much food stamps they got. Okay, living a good life, driving Benzes and everything else, man. You had, oh man, she probably a Jake, but she looked like an Edomite. You had this woman talking about, I just got a brand new Mercedes Benz, and y'all got my food stamps, and now I can't get government assistance on my rent and all this other stuff. You're like, what the fuck?
Might be a Jake, bro.
Exactly, man. Or she just might be trailer trash, but still. Yeah. This is what these women are doing, man. And you have another broad telling her son that he can't get a job. That she, you know, you got to get on Section 8, son. You got to do this, you got to do that. What we just read, man. The woman putting these things in the kid's head, man.
Yep.
Grab it.
Con, this is Jeremiah.
A quick preset.
Sirach 12, verse 13,
For you, brother. You got it.
13 and 14, it says, who will pity a charmer that is bitten with the serpent?
Yeah, so who's going to pity any of these Israelites, you women, you men, that was bit by this damn cave gorilla, man? Who gravitated towards his philosophies, who embraced this world, man? Yep. As it also states in the scriptures, those that love this world are enmity against the Most High. And this world shall pass away, roughly paraphrasing 1 John chapter 2, man.
Yeah, Serpent and Eve, they had a long talk.
Come.
Yeah.
You know, it broke a lot down to it.
He probably broke Rod into it too. No one, read that from the top below it.
Sirach 12, verse 13, who will pity a charmer that is bitten with the serpent, or any such as come nigh wild beasts?
So he charms you with his wise $3 million words, you know, broke it down to you a certain way to make you feel like he was always going to be on top. And this man, as it just said, this man's a savage. He's a beast, man. You know? He came to the Americas, man, funky, man. the Moors had to show them how to bathe, how to structure the house correctly, had the animals in the house and everything else, doing all types of stuff, man.
Yeah, they had lice. That's why they get lice at more at a rapid rate than we do. You know,
They had
and it's
scurvy.
built in the genetics. They got hair like the animals. Shayar, that's his Hebrew name.
Yeah.
Shayar, you know, Mount Seir. Shayar literally means hairy.
And that's another reason too. They have to grow their hair down past their neck to protect their neck against like I think it's either the sun or the cold or something like that. But everything about Jake is natural, man. It's given from Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. We in the sun. We get more what is it we get vitamin D and more. I know me myself personally. When I'm in the springtime in the summer, I can think more clearly.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, like people who live closer to the equator, they don't get sick as much.
And that's our home.
And they also don't eat as many processed foods. It all has to do with what you eat as well, you know.
And what we eat is really not food. Even if you get the best of the best, it's still trash, man. You gonna get the best of the best, you gotta eat it like within a day or so, man. You know?
This is Sirach 12 and 14. So one that goeth to a sinner and is defiled with him in his sins, who will pity?
Keep on reading down. It's more than that.
That was it.
That's why the Lord is not showing up to deliver the so-called black man. The so-called black man is not, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He can't even figure out himself. He don't want to come listen to us. That's what it boils down to. We don't want to come back to this truth that we're talking and speaking right now. We out in the public every single weekend, non-stop. So there's no excuse amongst all the tribes. I know we get on the so-called Southern Kingdom woman, the darker melanated woman, but you also got the women of the other tribes. They're just as wicked. You know, the Simeonite woman, she'll get pregnant just so she can widen her hips and then murder the baby. Had multiple abortions so her hips get wide to where she likes. And when she can have a child, that's why the child's all fucked up, man.
Yeah.
You know?
What types of demons on them from other
Right.
men?
Yeah, your
type of
body is
spirits.
trying to produce and start something natural multiple times in a row.
Right.
And it's being cut off. What do you think that do to the body? You know?
This is hell, man.
I got one for you.
This is pure hell. You
Yeah,
got
but
it.
like it says, who's going to pity? You don't pity your charmer though. At
Right.
the end of the day,
Yeah, you can't feel sorry.
like
Yeah.
you doing all these things. Esau gives you woman different incentives to kick the man out the house.
Yep.
You get money, things like that. So now all of a sudden he takes it away. You dance with the devil. I'm supposed to be mad or
Nope.
sad
Right,
for
you
you?
said it's sacrificing the Moloch, you know?
Right.
It's going back to that. It's all tied to a deed. Lord don't play about him being the only power to serve, man.
Yep.
They serving somebody in their mind to say, I'm gonna kill this entity that's literally growing within me. You feel it in everything, you know? Women are evil.
Yeah, man.
Bodies get all fucked up now. Now what?
Yeah.
Ain't nothing really to say. But like it says, no one's going to feel bad about that. I know you had something on the line.
Con. This is Proverbs 31 and 3. Give not thy strength unto women, nor thy ways to that which destroyeth kings.
And that's you simps, man. You simps have got to go, man. Send her money. You take her on a day, send her money on the cash app to get her hair and nails done. That's her problem, man. A lot of you men are weak, man.
Salakia, Akia.
Come on.
But one of the things is busting off your seed into these women.
Yeah, man.
You bust off into these hoes. Now she can make your life a living hell. Every month, every year, she goes up on child support, alimony, and government assistance. And you done spilled your seed in her. That's one way of giving your strength unto a woman. So now you're under these whores until the child turns 18. But guess what? They go to college. There's another 4 years tacked on.
Yep.
So you done given up all your strength and energy and power to these women that have been ran through.
Con. Yeah, man. And that Title 4D, which is the real name for child support, is illegal, man. They don't do due process when they put you on. They just put you on it. For Wadi Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah, I'm off for that. I paid mine off.
Yeah.
But I went through a lot of stuff with information where I had them actually stop taking money from my check, and I guess they transfer to another person, then they start doing it again, man. And both of my kids finally turned 18. I'm just done with it. But still, man, it's a lot of stuff that's against you in this society, man.
That's right.
Okay, you weren't sent here to prosper, to elevate and have a comfortable life in this society, man. You got a precept?
Jeremiah 31 and 22. How long wilt thou go about, O thou backsliding daughter? For the Lord hath created a new thing in the earth. A woman shall compass a man.
And that word compass goes to run circles around. So a lot of women was running circles around a lot of you men because Esau, again, has gave them all types of tools, ammunition, everything that they need to, elevate in society, man. Which they have the highest rate of student loan debt, you know? And, a lot of, the women make more than the man. No, they don't. No, they don't. That's not really, you have some that might make a certain amount of 6 figures and everything else, but not as a whole group, no. Well, yeah, man, Shamaria, you ready? Transition, man. I don't want to write this out.
Hey, my grandma told me at a young age, I remember maybe 9th, I think I was maybe in 10th grade. My grandma, she sat me down and she was like, look, I'm telling you, you got women out there, be careful.
Yeah.
You got certain women that they'll smile in your face, laugh, everything, just to get you in bed and make you become pregnant, or you make her pregnant just so she has to keep you around. Just to keep you around. Not even to get money off of you, just because she want to be a demon and she don't want nobody else to have you. That's why I think it's in Sirach, it calls wisdom a mother. Because some females have their own type of wisdom, I've said that before, but especially concerning other women. Like they can tell you about another woman. Like my sister, I've come to her before a few different times, and she just came to me like, nah, I don't like her, stay away from her. I'm like, all right, let me listen to why she's saying that. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta really take heed sometimes, because women are deceptive, and no one knows a woman better than another woman.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey, Shar, you right, because one of my cousins, man, is a girl cousin, one of my favorite cousins, man. She told me a lot of time about a lot of females, even my baby mother, man. But Jake don't listen, man.
It's hard to sometimes, because you like, it's a female.
Yeah.
Hold on. Let me just, what you saying to me? Let me just listen at the very least, and I can choose if I want to keep it in or go out the other ear,
I got to share this, just like what the brother just said, Brother Yag Allah. My mother set me down, single mother, but my mother told me straight up, because she used to tell men she's pregnant, have them send her money. So she schooled me early on what to look for, on how women run game, just like the brother saying. So she set me down and told me, no, never let a woman take advantage of you. Because she knew the game, growing up in Newark, New Jersey, playing these men out here. Yeah, hey, thank God for sharing that, Sharp. Yeah.
Can we grab that, brother?
I got you right here. Ecclesiastes 7 and 26. And I find more bitter than death, the woman.
Yeah, the end of is more better than death. Mind you, this is the preacher, man. This is King Solomon. Had 1,000 women. So we should take heed to the wisdom that he's given. This is our forefather speaking, man. All right, go ahead, bro.
And I find more bitter than death, the woman, whose heart is snares and nets.
Yeah, meaning her mind. Her mind is snares and nets. She can't help it. She's that by nature. Her heart is snares and nets. Just finding ways to trick and to grab you up, man. All right, go ahead.
And her hands as man's. Whoso pleases God shall escape from her.
That's right. Whoso pleases the Most High will escape the hands of the wicked woman, man.
But the sinner shall be taken by her.
That's right. Who is the sinners, man? Right now, the 2/3 of our people here in America, man, they gonna be taken by the nigga woman. All right, or shit, any nation of the woman. This ain't just the Israelite woman that's wicked. The scriptures say women are wicked. It didn't say Israelite women. It said women. All right.
Don't forget this whore Babylon. She's a woman too.
I was about to say, man, I was just about to go into the different philosophies too, man. Babylon though, the Babylon the Great, the big whore. This is the worst woman to ever exist, man. We're in a big ass cesspool. All right. Matter of fact, since we said it, can you grab Jeremiah? What is that? 50, Babylon that made the earth drunken. Because when you really applying it, man. At the end of the day, the whore that we have to really defeat is America. This is the great whore. That's right. And you can really make that comparison, and it's no different. The scriptures say that a harlot will bring a man of wisdom to lack prudence, to lose his wisdom, to lose his money. It'll make a man of understanding to fall away. All right? So that's the thing, man. You got to really actually make that comparison. See, what do women do when they're able to trap a man like that? They take all their substance. They take away their mind. They take away their peace of mind.
their time.
That's why I said better than death is the woman. You'd rather be dead than to have to deal with a wicked woman. All right? But what, you got that? Baba Kashar, let's grab it.
Jeremiah 50 verse 7.
Sinful kingdom? Unless you got something, go ahead. Whatever you
51.
got. I think it's 51.
Okay. Yeah, Jeremiah 51 and 7.
Yep.
Babylon hath been a golden cup in the Lord's hand,
Right?
that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine,
Yep.
therefore the nations are mad.
So this place, Babylon, the great whore, Babylon, had made the earth drunk. What does that mean, man? All right, hey, this America has done nothing but influence the world to be wicked as hell, man.
That's right.
You know, and to make the comparison out of out of the woman comes wickedness. What do women do? They bring whoredom to the land. They raise demonic kids. You know, the same thing with America. America is a woman that brought forth monsters too. What did America create? Nigger culture, black culture. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, bro, you gotta really think about it. We just read the Willie Lynch letter, man, a book that literally teaches you how to take away the mind of an Israelite woman, man, women, and children. That's the place that we're living in, man. And this place made all the earth drunken. You know, that's why you got women in the Middle East shaking their ass, man. You know what I'm saying? Being butt naked. You know? Women in Europe being whores. Women in the land of Ham being whores. You know? The men acting crazy. Men out in the Middle East being homosexuals. You know? All types of disgusting shit going on, man. You know?
Yeah.
He ain't like that. Because when you live alternative lifestyles, you get condemned when people talk about it. Yeah, that shit's wrong, man. The Lord said that don't work. The Lord said that's an abomination, actually.
Yeah.
Ooh, how about that? Can you read it again?
Jeremiah 50 verse 7.
All right.
Babylon hath been a golden cup in the Lord's hand,
That's right.
that made all the earth drunken.
Yeah, and just to say it, you know, I don't know if it was on camera or not, but those two moles that walked by, they were like, oh, did he just say homosexuals? Yeah, man, that shit's not normal. That shit is abnormal. We're gonna call it like it is, man.
That's right.
You know, but guess what? That's a perfect example of America.
Yep.
That's a product of America. Them Edomites in the 50s wasn't acting like that, man. Wearing booty shorts, going to the liquor store. How you both wearing booty shorts going to the liquor store, man? What the fuck is going on, man?
Yeah.
This world is topsy-turvy, man.
Yeah, that's why you gotta be real careful when you come across a nigga that likes America. Because he's in love with a whore.
Yeah, he is.
He don't see nothing wrong. That's a sick mentality.
He love a thought, man.
You're in love with a hoe. Like someone that's been ran through completely just nasty and filthy. And they're like, woo, we love America. People really want America to come back and get out of this period where there's inflation and they want grocery prices to get lower again and things like that. Nah, people out here are sick-minded. Be careful
right.
who you let in your
Circle.
yeah, your circle.
Nah.
Gives your energy to.
No, that's right, bro. Hey, the water for saying that, because no, it's very true, man. See, hey, at the end of the day, the majority of people we meet on a daily basis, whether at work, they're sick, man. They're in love with it, bro. I don't know anybody at work, right, at where I work at. I don't know anybody saying, oh man, I can't wait for this economy to get worse, man. Hey, I'm gonna walk up a ball, man.
Yeah.
Nah, everybody, man, shit. I actually asked a coworker, cause he was asking me. He was like, "Yo, what you about to do, man? Shit's getting expensive out here." I was like, "I don't know, man. You know, I try not to give him no answers." And I was like, "Shit, man. If it gets any worse, I don't know what I'm gonna do." He was like, "Man, I think it's gonna get better, man. I don't want this shit to get worse. I think America's too strong for it to get worse."
They had a worry in their eyes.
Yeah.
They
He
smiling
said,
in the back. Yeah.
looking around and shit.
Oh yeah.
He was like, "Nah, man. America gonna get better, man. Right?"
I remember my
Right?
old job. I used to work in the shop.
This is America,
We used to
man.
have the
We got the
radio
strongest
going, so
military.
sometimes bad news would come on, you know.
Yeah.
Hear that bad news, like, all right, let's go.
Yeah.
So us, bad news is good news.
That's right.
Yeah. That's right.
Because the scripture says we're an abomination to the just. The just is an abomination to the wicked.
That's right.
Yep.
Yeah, at the end of the day, man, hey, we're looking for this place to be burned. The reason why is all the wickedness is committed, man.
Yeah.
This whore done killed the saints, all right? Done warped the mind of the people. Not even just us, just everybody. The whole world, man. That's why I said Babylon had been the golden cup, which made all the earth drunken. Therefore, the nations are mad, meaning crazy. These are the nations have gone crazy. They gone away backward, man. Because what? The ways of this world, the ways of America, spread everywhere. Now everywhere is jacked up. Grab your scripture, Sean.
This is Sirach 25, verse 15. There is no head above the head of a serpent, and there is no wrath above the wrath of an enemy.
Yep.
I had rather dwell with a lion and a dragon than to keep house with a wicked woman.
That's right. There's no head. What did it say? No head of a serpent? What did it say?
God, I had rather dwell. There is no head above the head of a serpent.
Yeah, and the serpent is the man that's running this place right now.
Yep.
Matter of fact, Job 9:24. We're gonna bring out the basics, man.
And there is no wrath above the wrath of an enemy.
Yeah, there's no wrath above the wrath of an enemy. And guess what? For all you Israelites out there that are still living in ignorance, that think stupid shit like, oh, the white man hates me because of the color of my skin. It ain't got nothing to do with that, man. If you still thinking that in 2025, you are remedial. You're remedial. You think Esau gives a shit about your melanin, man? Nah, it's your blessing, man. It's your spirit. That's why he hates your dumb ass, man. And rightfully so, man, because all you Israelites are so remedial, you can't even get him out of that shit.
Yep.
Like, oh, you hate my big lips and curly hair. Bro, he's not worried about that shit, bro.
Right,
He
you know
wants
what?
your soul.
Right, he don't want you to know these names on the sign.
Yeah, that's what he
Once you find that out, he wants to try and execute you.
Yeah.
Make
Right.
sure you don't show that information or share it with anyone else.
Yeah.
And he's got our people so warped. Like, you can go back to the Willie Lynch letters, you bring it to your own family members first and they reject it.
Yeah.
So what happens initially, you experience what Yahweh felt with his own country.
Yep.
As soon as you find out about it, boom, you start suffering with them.
Right.
Because all of us had that conversation at the kitchen table, or wherever the hell your family was, or over the phone, and they were like, nah, you wildin'. Coming to the reunion still, stop all that Bible talk.
Can we grab, oh, you got Job?
That's why Yahweh said he had nowhere to
Okay.
lay his head. Foxes have holes in the desert.
We'll grab,
You know, because the people really believe, everybody would want to take him in. He'd be booked. Come to our town. Come to our town. You know what I'm saying? Like these famous people that fly around in jets with these mega churches. Yahweh wasn't on that tip. The prophecy said, on an ass's colt. There was many other animals. He could have rode in on a lion. He had control of it. Full power of a lion. He could have rode in on a lion. He rode on according to what the prophecy said.
yeah, sure.
And you better believe there were probably other people that heard that happen, and then they started trying to act like they were Yahweh, just like now. Or amongst the sect of people that believed in reincarnation, people started believing other people were King David.
Yeah.
You know, and Elijah. That happened because it's happening now. Why would something completely new happen? It didn't happen before in a different manner. We understand that. We take peace in that because that disturbs Esau. We know it disturbs him. And we're glad. When we go to sleep at night, we pray to Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushua.
That's right.
And when we wake up in the morning. Yeah, because going back to the topic, the whore, not only is she confusing with the philosophies and stuff, she's doing a psyop on you.
Yeah.
She's controlling what you see in the media through the goddess Medea
Feeding us
of
strong.
illusion. Yeah, right. Then it's bio warfare is going on. All these other countries have a long list of ingredients that are not allowed in their food for any of their population.
Oh, thank you.
It's in a lot of ingredients here in America, though. That's why when you go to another country, you get very, very sick. You know? You've been eating processed food. Unless you have your own garden and here's the husbandry, that's the only way to stay healthy. Grow your own food.
Right.
That's something else. Esau, Edom in the scriptures, so-called white man doesn't want our people to know, and they don't care to know. That's why the Lord's going to get rid of the majority of them. Because there's laws and statutes about how you sow your seeds.
Right.
You know? And you're supposed to rotate your crops. That doesn't happen here. They sow the same stuff over and over again, and it's genetically modified.
Yep.
So it's triple bad for you. And like we read, who will pity a charmer? You got some people that are into it. And it's coming out, a lot of this plant-based stuff is very poisonous if you eat it over a long period of time. But that's been something else that this whore Babylon, that Revelation the 17th chapter and Jeremiah 50 speaks of, is going to do to the people that dwell in it. But we're not afraid. We just do the best that we can. Because we know we got Yahweh and Yahweh Shai. You people are going to run to God or Jesus Christ, and nobody's going to show up. Go ahead, Doc.
This is 2 Thessalonians 2 verse 9. Even him whose coming is after the working of Satan, with all power and signs and lying wonders.
Yeah, you see just hear what it says, the working of the adversary.
Yep.
He's going to be anti-Messiah. He have the spirit of many antichrists. I'm gonna do me spirit. You can't judge Tupac popularized it. You can't judge me. Only God can judge me. It's not a scripture.
He made a song right there too.
You know what I'm saying? And it put out that whole vibration. He furthered that vibration of pride. Pride goeth before destruction. Tupac, he's destroyed.
Yeah.
You got these old niggas still talking about him, man.
Yep.
I still think he's in Cuba.
It's a waste of time.
Yep.
You know? Nah, if he's anywhere in the island, people try to get him found so they can get money because they fucked up in the islands, man.
Yeah, they would have been
They're like, nah, this is really you. Let's go.
I think Asata said his grandma or some shit.
Yeah, she escaped. A lot of people back then left the U.S. Once COINTELPRO infiltrated the Panthers.
Yeah.
You seen that show with Huey?
Yeah.
A lot of them went down to the islands. Go ahead, bro, because they get down with it. Whatever.
This is-
Back in Thessalonians.
Okay.
Read a little bit more.
2 Thessalonians verse 10. And with all deceivableness of unrighteousness in them that perish, because they have received not the love of the truth, that they might be saved.
Yeah, all these people just went away. The Hulk Hogan, Malcolm Jamal Warner, and Ozzy Osbourne.
That Cook too.
Yeah.
I remember what he's famous for was biting a bat on stage. And they said, no, that's too much. Black Sabbath. He had an album called Black Sabbath.
The whole band.
Yeah.
Yeah, the whole band.
Oh, a whole band called Black Sabbath.
Damn, that's nasty.
I remember him being popular on the MTV shows. He had his own show.
Yeah, the TV show was killed his wife.
remember
But now he understands. He's up there. It's not like people think good. He's burning in hell. No, he's not. He's with your granddad, your great-great-grandfather.
Yep.
Yeah, he's with your ancestors that you're praying to. He's right there, looking at you like, you idiot. You're an Israelite. I'm fucked. You know. And the other Israelites that are asleep, they were mad at you. Go ahead, we can jump over to whatever the brother had.
Con. This is I think you wanted Genesis
Yeah.
27 and 41, right?
Oh, I'm
This-
sorry, it was one more verse there. We were at 9, sorry, 9.
Yep.
Read to the 11.
I got you.
This is Genesis, 2 Thessalonians 2 verse 11. It says, and for this cause,
Well, this is the beginning of the downfall of Satan. Because when you jump up, it says he'll be consumed with the power of the mouth. That's the beginning of his end. So in a way, this is the genesis of Esau's downfall. Because Jacob's going to be the beginning. We're seeing that manifest through words and through the spirit. And what's happening to the body of Yahushua in the spirit down here. All right? Because he was referred to as the head of the church. So now there's many churches in Yahushua. Abarak Tazah, we're praying to be the church of the firstborn.
Con.
Right? And we just happen to end up right here in Babylon, you know? Go ahead, bro.
2 Thessalonians 2 verse 11. And for this cause, God shall send them strong delusion that they should believe a lie.
Yeah, so the whore also commits a psyop, just like a regular woman does. She plays games, you know? I told my woman, stop, not playing games, you know?
Yep.
You know, what's your angle?
Yeah.
That's what I asked Babylon. No, what the hell is really going on? You know, what's the angle here? What's really going on behind the scenes?
That was it.
That was it. Yeah, read the last verse again.
This is 2 Thessalonians 2 verse 11. And for this cause, God shall send them strong delusion that they should believe a lie.
Yeah, strong delusion. They're gonna fight. They're gonna fight you to the death to make sure America continues. To make sure that hopefully when Trump's gone, someone good comes in. You got people that are mad at him, but then still believe. You've been mad consecutively. You know.
Last 8 years.
Obama's turn, the second one, Biden.
Yeah.
It's been hell. Bush was before that. You know.
Yeah.
They just been mad at hell. Kanye was on TV saying Bush don't care about black people. I was in college like, man, this nigga Kanye crazy, but he's actually right.
Yeah. Yeah. It's getting worse too, to be honest.
Because the internet has grown.
Mm-hmm.
It's part of Esau's techno takeover.
Yep.
You know? We're gonna stay on that every week, man. It's booming.
That's right.
Always a hot topic.
Okay.
Go ahead, brother.
This is Isaiah 25, verse 7.
Yeah.
And he will destroy in this mountain the face of the covering cast over all people.
Yeah, that covering cast, man. This is that psyop that we just read about in 2 Thessalonians 2, man. The most high sent them strong delusions on the people of America, man. Our people really want this place to continue. I mean, come on, man. It's like this is a land where we serve captivity on. And you want to stay here for generations to come? You know? People are bugging the hell out, man. With the way, hey, look, you gotta look at it this way. With the way that Esau is manhandling people through immigration and through these different laws, he's passing more unrighteous decrees. I made a video on it this week. It looks like Trump is going to bring back Project Esther, man. All right? It came out last year, really. But he gonna bring it out on a higher level, man. Which essentially is just censorship, man, against anti-Semitism. That's right. You know? That's what he wants to do. You want to live in a country where Esau is going to take away everything from you and make you shut up? That's literally what he's doing, man. But now our people's constitution applies to them. But how? He thinks you're 3/5 of a human. Because we talking to Israel, see? We don't care. The rest of the nations, they don't even give a shit. They're going to go back to their home country. You know? You going to say something?
I'm glad you said that, man, because him basically putting 3/5 on us, it's really on him. He's the basis of the nations.
He is. Yeah, he's the real 3/5 of a human.
Right.
You know? Job wouldn't even let him be by his dogs, man. You know? I wouldn't either. I love my dogs, man. I wouldn't want Esau near my animals. He gonna try to kiss them and all types of weird shit, man. You know? Esau's a weirdo, man. But hey, this man, forget about the weirdo shit. This man is a straight demon. The covering cast was created by him. You know? Read it again.
This is Isaiah 25 and 7. And he will destroy in this mountain the face of the covering cast over all people and the veil that is spread over all nations.
So he put a covering cast over everybody, man, with his false philosophies. All right? His demonic, he used demonic forces. All right? His witchcraft, man. He got you thinking there's only 3 races. I always mention that because that's the biggest mind fuck he's ever done. One of the biggest mind fucks. You know? He told you God don't exist, but if he does, he looks like him.
Right.
This guy's a demon, man.
Yeah.
He must be stopped. You know? Like Dr. Umar be saying. We must stay focused, brothers. You know? Come on, brother.
This is Psalms 37 and 35. I have seen the wicked in great power and spreading himself like a green bay tree.
Yeah, the wicked in great power. What does he do with the power? Shit, last week I made a lesson, one of the brothers, talking about how the Lord soon will set up one that is profitable to rule. Because this man is the most unprofitable man the earth has ever seen, man. And he was given the power of the whole earth. You see? Hey, this man Esau does nothing good. Since coming into power, what positive thing has he really done? You know? The only people I hear talking positive about Esau is our people, our dumbass people, man.
Destroy entire species of animals.
Yeah.
You know, name roads after indigenous people that you can't even see anymore. I'm gonna keep bringing it up because we're in an area. If I was in another place in Babylon, I would just look the Gadite tribe up that was going there and say the same thing. Where's the Anacostia Indian? Where's the Potomac Indian? These are actual Gadites that live in this area. Or the larger Piscataway nation. Yeah. Some of them are Reuben, some of them are Gad. If I'm not mistaken, the Elder Prashad can correct me, but I think some of his people, the Reuben, they're part of Piscataway too. There's a lot of Gadite, Reubenites out on the eastern shore, going out towards like Centerville, Maryland. Right? And Esau was fucking them up. Where Kent Island is racist as hell over there. Yeah. Up and down the Chesapeake, that area. Big time slavery was going on throughout there.
Oh yeah.
Because that was all marsh, you know?
Yeah.
The water has receded a lot. So a lot of Maryland has been, because Esau, man, what he's doing to the planet.
Yeah.
You know, what what you do on one side of the earth affects the other. Esau has named it the butterfly effect, you know?
Esau's
Butterfly flaps its wings, so it's an earthquake on the other side of the earth. It's a ripple effect of events or something. There's some truth to it. Esau just guessing though. You know? We'll find that out in the kingdom.
That's right.
Flick an Edomite in the back of his head from the other side of the earth.
See what happens.
Yeah.
Just from smiling.
Smile about it.
Yeah. Yeah, this is second Ezra's.
Going back on the topic of the whore,
Yeah.
what she's done throughout the earth.
Second Ezra 15, verse 46. And thou Asia, that art. Let me read that again. Second Ezra 15 and 46. And thou Asia, that art partaker of the hope of Babylon, and art the glory of her person. Woe be unto thee, thou wretch, because thou hast made thyself like unto her, and hast decked thy daughters in whoredom, that they might please and glory in thy lovers.
And you know, it makes me think of those districts that they have over there in China and Japan now.
Yeah.
You know, I remember watching it when I first came to the truth and actually looking some of the stuff up like, all right, it's getting weird over there. There's people that will pay women just to cuddle with them. They got all these rooms. You go in there, you just lay down with the woman, you just hold the woman for a certain amount of time. You can pay just to be held.
Yeah.
Or take a nap.
Facts.
Take a nap with
Yeah.
her, you know? I'm like,
Yeah, and
yo,
then try
what
to
the
do
hell?
that.
And these, now I'm thinking to myself, okay, these women are on the flip side of that.
Yeah, bro.
You know what I'm saying? That's like Vegas expanded. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
All them cities that they have in China, they mimic New York City, and they mimic our big cities. They mimic Memphis.
Yeah, but they,
Yeah.
but Esau's not smart enough to do what they're doing.
Nah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because over there they got some cities built, like they got a whole city built on a ledge.
If he was Esau, this place would have been destroyed a long time ago. They would have stopped it.
Yeah.
Esau would have got to the chip. Because now, what they're trying to do, pulled up in the news, they're trying to merge man with machine, human trials of man and machine. I think it's either China or Japan. Run that back, go ahead.
Second Ezra 15 and 46.
That's what they're doing. They in it to win it for AI. They're ahead of the U.S.
Yeah.
Right.
All this hoopla, all this yelling and berating that Trump's doing about AI through being funneled through the U.S. The fuck out of here, man.
Yep.
That's not happening. You got to play catch up. You got to look up a blueprint somewhere. You got to steal secrets. That's how the so-called white man, Esau, Edom, and the fake you-know-who's in our land move. They steal. They make patents that don't belong to them. Like the internet, the light bulb, your cell phone, your elevator, the infrastructure for this stuff. The internet was created by a Nigerian man.
Yep.
Go ahead, bro. Oh, the Wright brothers weren't the first ones to fly. Go ahead.
Second Ezra 15 and 46. And thou Asia, that art partaker of the hope of Babylon, and art the glory of her person.
Right, partaker in the hope of Babylon. Because China and U.S., in Japan, their economies are dependent on one another. That's why you see these deals being worked out with them. You don't hear anything about these other nations mainly in the news. Why? Because you look at all your tags, made in China, made in Japan. So they need to be able to get exports in as well. And the businesses there need to get their exports out. All this Wagyu steak and different types of rice and stuff that you like, it's the best grown in those climates, in those areas. The Lord did that on purpose on the earth.
I made a video on it too a few weeks ago. You got the talk in America in terms of microchips is Neuralink, right, with Elon Musk. But over in China, they got a company that came out, they already surpassed Elon's Neuralink, or his microchip version of it. But they're saying China surpassed it because they have fewer processors and it's faster. It's faster, so it works better and it's more efficient. So you got Esau, he wants to gain control over the entire world. Well, it says Asia is partaker of the hope of Babylon. So China's over there thinking like, all right, cool. You trying to do this, we gonna do it too. We got technology, we got AI. Now they're doing it better. They're doing it better than America right now. Neuralink got to catch up to them. So yeah, they're partaker of the hope because they want this place to continue, and they're hoping that if America goes down, China's saying we got next with the Moab fist up. That's what they want. They want them to be on top. You got something?
Yeah, what the Ross was talking about, it says China experimenting with merger of man-machine in pursuit of powerful new AI.
You do it out loud again?
Okay, this is from Threat Status News. It says China experimenting with merger of man, machine in pursuit of power, new AI. China.
Again, if they do that, they can instantaneously do what? Issue the MOTB. You know? I won't be surprised when America starts forcing it, it just goes completely wrong. Esau's plan just all messed up. A mandate's gonna come, they're gonna tell you, but it's gonna be completely done.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, China's doing it. Because when the CVID happened, you see how quick they built up them little concentration camps?
Yeah.
Little tic-tac-toe cubes they was putting the tiny little Moabites in?
Yep.
And then Trump had to name his what? Operation Warp Speed. You know? When you're trying to save a mass amount of people, you want to make sure you have something in place already.
Yeah.
That's why the U.S. is not equipped to deal with the actual plagues outside of what you have in the books. Sounded to be a human dog.
Right. And many people don't know that Elon Musk, he bought Neuralink. He's not some, mastermind, some great mind that created Neuralink from scratch. He bought it. So many people put him on a pedestal.
Go ahead.
It's back in 2 Ezra 15 and 47. Woe be unto thee, thou wretch, because thou hast made thyself like unto her, and hast decked thy daughters in whoredom, that they might please and glory in thy lovers, which have always desired to commit whoredom with thee. Thou hast followed her, that is hated in all her works and inventions. Therefore saith God,
Right, because they play a major part into the child trafficking and human trafficking that's going on Earth. You know, you think they're just exempt? Absolutely not. Go ahead.
verse 49,
They also don't want that Epstein list to come out. Go ahead, bro.
I will send plagues upon thee, widowhood.
Right, so they're always getting earthquakes and natural disasters. They got a forest where if you want to commit suicide, you just walk out there and kill yourself. It's a string that starts at the entrance and it goes super deep into this forest. So that way if you change your mind, you follow the string to get out. But the forest is there for people to go kill themselves. People go out there and they kill themselves.
And
Now this, also the Apostle Dahar always brings, this is the first one I ever heard speak about this, I didn't know. They own a lot of the national parks in the U.S. because of the debt that the U.S. has to those countries. So what they do, now they, if you want to go see, like over here, if you want to go see Great Falls here, the river that separates Maryland, Virginia here in D.C., you got to pay a fee to get into that park. You shouldn't have to being a citizen here in the U.S. But because the U.S. debt is so great, you have to pay that fee to China or Japan because they own a lot of the national parks. Like a lot of people like going to the Joshua Tree National Park. That's owned by a country that's not the U.S. All right. That's why you have to pay to get into these parks. You got to show a card. Some bullshit. Again, where's the Potomac Indian? The Anacostan Indian. You know what I'm saying? The different Gadite tribes. Go ahead, bro. The Lord's gonna destroy this place, man. There's a lot of screaming and bloodshed and stuff that hasn't been written that was done to our people. There wasn't the internet. You know, Esau didn't have a spotlight on him say, hey, everybody can see what you're doing. It was just pitch black and Esau being wicked as hell, man.
yeah.
Yeah,
You watch Rosewood yet?
Nah.
You didn't watch it?
Oh, goodness.
Hey, y'all brothers seen Rosewood?
Yeah.
Y'all seen the movie Rosewood? Hey, Ak, you seen the movie Rosewood? That's about this tribe right here. Y'all brothers tripping. Rosewood with
Yeah, I know the history.
yeah. In Rosewood, those were Seminole Indians. All right, that's the tribe of Reuben. That's a good. That's that with Don Cheadle, because he always does movies on real events, based on real events. Yeah, a lot of movies based on real events. Back then he was doing. Now he's kind of weirdo, but he usually was always just do movies that were based upon facts. Huh? Yeah, Rosewood movie. Type in Rosewood the movie. I think Ben Rames was in there. Was it Ben Rames in there? Those are all Reubenites.
Yeah.
You gotta make that affordable.
Yeah, hey, well, plagues are coming, man. It's by, yeah, well, you gotta see it again. Thinking is different from knowing, brother. Go ahead, huh? Hey, that's something the Elder Pashai also said, you know?
That's true.
You know, no, thinking comes from not knowing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Let me
Think you know, or
meditate
do
on
you
it.
know?
You know, you know.
Okay, go ahead, man.
2 Ezra 15 and 49. I will send plagues upon thee, widowhood, poverty, famine, sword, and pestilence, to waste thy houses with destruction and death.
Yeah, again, going back, a lot of people aren't self-sufficient when it comes to the things they eat. You have to go to the grocery store to get the things that you need. That's about to be heavily regulated, biometrically, all right? Just the same way with Amazon Fresh, all the infrastructure is just sitting and waiting, you know? Just like how the SWAT team can all of a sudden just show up, all of a sudden a bunch of MREs are gonna be in your neighborhood, you know? Made ready meals, you know? Or what's the E for? Made ready to eat or something like that. Just add water and now you got lasagna. Hey, what's a family with Keisha? What's she gonna do with 4 kids? You know?
Ooh.
They're gonna try and eat the bag raw because they don't know how to make fire. That's a plague, man. Having to eat another person too. We gonna keep saying this stuff until it starts breaking out in little pockets in Babylon. Then we're gonna be like, we told you so. Or we might not be out here.
Yeah.
That's also a reality that you people fail to forget. When you don't see us here, it's either some really intense and crazy weather, a large event, or all hell is broken loose. Or mandates have happened, you know? Go ahead, was there some more?
That was it.
Okay.
I got one for you.
Go to Revelation where it says souls of men,
Okay.
and then get Sirach 10 and 9. Go ahead, bro.
Oh,
Yep.
okay. This is 2 Kings 9. This great whore America, the blood of all the saints. So it's compared to Jezebel. 2 Kings 9 and 7. And thou shalt smite the house of Ahab thy master, that I may avenge the blood of my servants the prophets, and the blood of all the servants of the Lord at the hand of Jezebel.
Go ahead, you speak on it.
Yeah, I mean, this
Block.
connects directly with Revelation 18 and 24. The great whore of America, that in her was found the blood of the servants, the prophets, the apostles, the elders, you see? So you can see the direct correlation with what was written aforetime for our learning. You want me to get that, Zaquan?
Read that in Revelation, then we'll go back to that that he was actually talking about.
Revelation 18, starting at 12, the point is in 13.
And then we'll jump down to that verse he was speaking on.
The merchandise of gold and silver and precious stones, and of pearls and fine linen, and purple and silk and scarlet, and all thine wood, and all manner of vessels, and ivory, and all manner of vessels of most precious wood, and of brass and iron and marble, and cinnamon and odors, and ointments and frankincense, and wine and oil and fine flour, and wheat, and beasts and sheep and horses, and chariots and slaves and souls of men.
Yeah, now read Sirach 10 and 9, because it said slaves and souls of men. The majority of your people, your souls, this man is going to try and take full control of it. And that's what the whore wants you to do. She commits a psyop against you. Now she's in your mind. Now she's committing psychological warfare against you like the Manchurian candidate, man.
Yeah.
You know? And Esau's going to try and do that to some of us. But it's not going to work. You don't have enough time. You know, faith is something you can't grasp, Esau. You know? You see it in movies all the time. People would rather take a bullet or do something else than have to compromise their integrity.
Yep.
You know? That's why we pray now to the Lord as we're going through our little chastisements and trials. We pray that let this build me up for the end times, man.
Right.
You know? Though he slay me, yet shall I retain my integrity. It says that in Job. You know? Read that back in, was it verse 24 that you wanted?
Revelation 18:24. Want me
Okay,
to
let's
get
read
it?
Sirach 10 and 9 first, and then
Okay.
we'll get it. Oh,
This
you
is
can get it.
Sirach.
Oh yeah, go ahead, read that.
Sirach 10 and 9. Why is earth and ashes proud? There was not a more wicked thing than a covetous man, for such as one setteth his own soul to sale, because while he liveth, he casteth away his bowels.
Yeah, read it again.
Sirach 10 and 9. Why is earth and ashes proud?
Right, why is earth and ashes proud? You know, you hear a lot of brothers say that, but there's another part of this verse that plays into this topic. You know, I had to look it up because I remember hearing selling your soul, and it's in the scriptures. In Babylon, it said that she had souls of men. Some people already sold out. Yeah, Yahushua said, you have, gain the whole world but lose your soul. You received the consolation prize.
That's right.
That's why the Lord warned us, said, don't worry, you're going to laugh, they're going to be sorrowful. You know? That's what I was saying. When I worked in the shop, I used to be smiling behind my eyes, you know? That straight face, there was a smile behind that face. Because bad news is good news for us. Go ahead, bro.
Why is earth and ashes proud?
Yeah.
There is not a more wicked thing than a covetous man. For such as one setteth his own soul
And
to
that's
sale.
Trump right now, boasting about all this AI. You're playing catch up. America, Babylon the Great, America, aka the whore in the scriptures, Revelation 17, you're playing catch up with the Asiatic races. All right? Moab and Ammon in the scriptures, which are not exempt. We can also hold Zephaniah. The prophecy in Zephaniah, the 2nd chapter, has not happened yet. That's why you see a lot of their businesses in our neighborhoods throughout the entire country. These same races of people are in the scriptures. You were along our borders in the ancient world.
That's right.
You were right there, next to the half tribe of Manasseh, all right, and Gad, and Simeon, and Judah, and Benjamin. You were right there, going all the way up to the north. So it's easy for them to band together. All right? Go ahead.
For such as one setteth his own soul to sale.
Right, he said if his own soul to sell, all right, what's your price? What do I got to do?
Yep.
You know, how many Israelites do I need to compromise? You know? We just need to give them, all we got to do is give them purple shirts? Okay, is there anything else? Yeah, that's right. Oh, get enough of them and have the acronym of your company, all right, of your organization on the field like a marching band and scream, Christ is the King. All right, and don't worry about your taxes or anything. We got you. See, Esau's got these Israelites who know they are. You're in a trick bag. This whore, you done slept with this whore. She got you confused. Kissing all on her. You know? That's disgusting. Go ahead. Brother was saying a drunken Cushite come up here. That's disgusting. You know? Women is not supposed to be drunk. If you are, you're supposed to be in your home. Even then it's disgusting, you know? I don't like seeing my wife completely drunk.
Yeah.
Like, women act stupid. All right, it piss you off, and you trying to chill. You know, have a couple glasses of wine. All right, but don't say nothing. Do that shit with your girlfriends inside somewhere. You know, if that's your situation, anyways. If you were able to say that. If not, be alone. Just like with Babylon, don't engage with this bitch. You know. Go ahead. I'm speaking from experience. Before I used to go out by myself and do things and, you know, experience new things. Now I want to do it with Akim, you know? Otherwise, what's the point? You're going to go out there and see some left-handed spirit shit. It's going to blow you, you know, piss you off. Because we feel like Lot. Remember, he was vexed.
Yeah.
So we got that same emotion that Lot had. Go ahead, bro.
Because while he liveth, he casteth away his bowels.
Man, these Edomite women are ready.
Yep.
Go ahead, bro. But they're likely going to get destroyed. We're going to have to get some of them Ukrainian Edomite that survived that war.
Sirach 10 and 10. The physician cutteth off a long disease,
Yeah.
and he that is today a king, tomorrow shall die.
Right. Today, a king, you got the chip in your hand. You're doing everything you can to please this devil. You went ahead and get the mark in enough time just to be destroyed. Remember, the Lord said he would bring this devil in straits. That's his plan, to chip everybody. Yep. That was the interview with Aaron Russo. That was the end thing, to get everyone chipped. So those yiddle diddles, they can have access to the mainframe or whatever and see what everybody's doing. So that so they can feel like God on earth while tricking everybody and making them feel like they're God. Because now you're transhuman. He's got Moab confused. Like we read in 2nd Ezra. You're partaking with the hope of Babylon. So you're hoping to do this stuff. They're all about robot women and men marrying robot women over there. Artificial relationships and shit, you know? And their artificial relationships are wicked as hell. And you're not supposed to be doing that stuff. But they're way left with it. Animals and all that crazy shit. Like you see in that Black Mirror episode, it was supposed to be Street Fighter. And then they had that sodomite shit in there. You know? Go ahead, bro.
Sirach 10 and 11. For when a man is dead, he shall inherit creeping things, beasts, and worms.
That's it. That's good. That's what you're gonna get if you take that chip. It tells you the latter end if you sell your soul. Go ahead,
It is back in Revelation 18, verse 24. It says, and in her was found the blood of prophets and of saints and of all that were slain upon the earth.
Yeah, so we know that's possibly on the table. You read in the scriptures, the prophets are always getting chased after, thrown in prison. You know, look at the three holy children. You know, they prophesied that they wouldn't bow down, and they didn't bow down, and they got delivered. The angel kept them safe. That's what we're relying on. That's how our faith is. If that's where our what people always say, the ancestors, we're gonna use it in the right sense. God damn it. we're gonna use it in the right sense. If that's what our ancestors went through, that means we have the ability to walk through the same footsteps. All right? If we do what they told us to do in the eyes of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, we believe the Most High in the name of the Son, who you ignorantly call God and Jesus Christ. Those names can protect you, all right, from having to deal with this man's chip, or if you're faced with it, to deal with the repercussions. Because Babylon got it. It's written in here. Go ahead. Read that. No, read 24 one more time.
Yep. Revelation 18 and 24. And in her was found the blood of prophets and of saints and of all that were slain upon the earth.
Right, because a lot of you are not going to want to put a chip in your hand to start paying for things, buying and selling like it says in the scriptures. But a lot of you will bow down because of gradualism. It's just going to come in, and before you know it, you're already going to be at the checkout with your hand being waved, or the machine at height level that you'll be able to adjust to something like that. All right, or it may come through facial recognition at first. All right, that's why in some places, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, you love wearing ski masks. You gotta take your ski mask off. All right, a lot of you on the run. You know what I'm saying? You'd be locked up. Go ahead. You know they're gonna chip them into prison to cut their sentences. They were doing that with when the vaccine happened, cutting down prison time and jail time if you take the vaccine, so they know something's wrong with it. You're supposed to be being punished. So instead of punishment, here's a different form of punishment. That's evil as hell.
Yeah. Wow.
God damn. I'm just now thinking about that as I'm saying it, you know? That's crazy. I would have been like, damn, I guess I'm just gonna have to stay in this bitch the whole time.
3 more years.
And they were telling everybody to wear masks and all these other things need to be done. They weren't doing that in there. They too close quarters.
Right.
All right. That's why Jermaine Grant, you died in there. You called yourself the God sent comforter. The Lord comforted you in there. He was gone.
Dude.
Then his rap sheet came out. I'll never forget it. He had a $3,000 chandelier on there that he bought. I was like, God damn. Where did this come from? You know? Hey, but Babylon, you can have that in Babylon. It said scarlet, cinnamon, precious oils and ointments, souls of men. You could, and he lived up to that. You see Alizé living up to it. Being an influencer. What type of influence are you bringing? The same thing Esau's bringing. You're like Cain at this point. Go ahead, Doc. Sleeping with this horse.
That was it. Go ahead.
This is Hebrews 11, verse 32. And what shall I more say? For the time would fail me to tell of Gideon, and of Barak, and of Samson, and of Jephthah, of David also, and Samuel, and of the prophets, who through faith subdued kingdoms, wrought righteousness, obtained promises, stopped the mouths of lions.
Yeah, start that over again.
Hebrews 11 and 32. And what shall I more say? For the time would fail me to tell of Gideon, and of Barak, and of Samson, and of Jephthah, and of David also.
Yeah, and I love the story of Gideon because it always reminds me, okay, whatever you're going through, make sure you vet the situation first. You know, are you being completely circumspect? Switch with the brother. What precept you got?
You like that one in 33? Want me to hit it again?
Yeah. Go on.
Hebrews 11 and 33. Who through faith subdued kingdoms, wrought righteousness.
And that's what we're doing. Satan has a kingdom, and he's ruling heavily through the power on the left-hand side through America. All right? And we read in Thessalonians that we would consume him with the power of our mouth. You know? What we're saying, if someone famous or somebody else was saying it, they would take all their assets, strip them of all their sponsors, you know? But you see, we're not tethered to anything. We don't care about that. We're not going around sitting down on podcasts begging people what we believe. We're just gonna come out here on the street. And when things start happening like they are, we're gonna look at your faces and see how you people feel. All right? And cheer when the Lord executes judgment. Especially upon you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. You biblical Israelites. Hard-headed Israelites, man. You don't want to listen. Go ahead.
Hebrews 11 and 34. Quench the violence of fire, escape the edge of the sword, out of weakness were made strong, wax valiant in fight, turn
Right, out of wickedness made strong. You know what I'm saying? Maybe, I think the air has been different in D.C. this summer, Aki. You know what I'm saying? Multiple brothers having to deal with this. It's hard for me to breathe sometimes, you know what I'm saying? I'm somewhat decent shape. But the air is, I don't know if it can't be the humidity, man. You know, because we've dealt with hotter summers in this other. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So whatever's going on, we got to pray to Yahweh Shem Yahushua to subdue the prince of the power of the air, man. Whatever we don't know what it is. We're not being conspiracy theorists, but after experience, this is something different. It's a different level. It's like we in fucking Denver, Colorado right now. You know? The air pressure. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah. It says, turn to flight the armies of the aliens. Women received their dead, raised to life again. And others were tortured, not accepting deliverance.
Yeah, we believe these stories. A lot of people, they read this and it gives them hope and emotional stamina. No, we believe it actually happened. We're envisioning it in our mind. You know, you seeing your child go into the spiritual world, or on the verge of it, and then you just seeing Yahweh Shai that came back to life. You know how many stories? You know how many stories that weren't written where people were just sitting in the crowd and things were happening? That's why the truth grew. Too many people had their own experiences, and then it's like, okay, if this is somewhat of the majority of what people are starting to say, then it has to be true. It has to become truth. When anything over 50%, it can be generalized and it's generally true. And that's what was happening. And that's why that clause is written in there. Many books and volumes would be written that the world cannot contain them. Because you have too many people in the world of Israel, of Yasharallah, that believe. And imagine, and he came out of the sky and visited the northern tribes. Or how many people were being healed during that? The same thing was happening that was happening for the tribes that were left over in the east. You know, men believed healing was happening the right way with herbs and stuff, you know. Hey, I believe it. That's what makes us strong out here. That's why we don't give a fuck about Babylon, man. All right, what was written, we believe it. It was put together too perfect. It has to be true. Go ahead.
And once again, Hebrews 11 and 35, women received their dead, raised to life again, and others were tortured, not accepting deliverance, that they might obtain a better resurrection.
Yeah, going into the Maccabees, you know? Because where are you going to get that example outside of the Apocrypha? Exactly. Oh, that goes into the video. I didn't watch it yet, but the other, Yashawamba did a video about how the Apocrypha is like vital and critical. That's a scripture to be used. Who was getting tortured? You know what I'm saying? I mean, we do know that John got his head chopped off, you know?
It even gives you that in the margin. Second Maccabees.
It says Maccabees there in the margin. Anybody got a 16? Is this supposed to say in your you got margins? You got notes? Look it up and see what it says for Hebrews 11:33. 35. Hebrews 11 and 35. This is our family history. The book is called Hebrews. It tells you about how the Hebrews, all right, the Israelites coming from Shem, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, could get back to their heavenly Father through the sacrifice of Yahushua. How he became a priest after the order of Malach Tazadaq. All right, the king of righteousness. Oh, switch with this brother. All right, that just reminds me, brother Tazadaq can read. I said Malach Tazadaq. Like this brother's an able-bodied reader. Get your ass over here, brother. You see the brother struggling? I'm messing with you. But this is what it's about, man. You know, we out here to fight and endure the suffering and the things that we got to do for Yahweh Shai's sake.
Yeah, and it said that they might obtain a better resurrection.
Hebrews 11. You get there yet, bro? 11 and 35.
Go ahead.
Better obtain a better election,
Better resurrection.
better resurrection.
They knew they were going to come back, and they knew when they were going to come back, they were going to they were going to be in a better place.
Yeah.
You know.
I think
Get
one of
that.
the sons said there too.
Oh yeah,
When he was
right.
cussing out Antiochus, the
Yeah.
sixth son, he said,
Yep, yep.
You don't got no problem with resurrection, but we do essentially.
Yeah.
You can find that in
Second
7.
Maccabees 7.
Yeah, Second Maccabees 7. And then also, didn't it say tell Daniel to stand in his lot to the envy? Yeah, we'll get that too.
Maccabees first?
Yeah, you found it?
Yeah, I think.
Okay, go ahead, brother.
Second Maccabees
Yeah,
chapter
we'll get
7.
the example, because this is where the torturing was going down. Cutting tongues out, gouging eyes,
Hair.
yeah, plucking hair, pulling teeth, no toenails. You know, this is where the Romans got their tactics from.
Right.
Hundreds of years back, the Greek, so-called Edomite Greeks, all right, not the actual Yawan or the actual Greeks, Edomites, before them were already doing wicked things. Then you speed up in Rome, if you were a perpetrator at a high level or you did certain things, they would lock you in a box with like a monkey and a snake, lock it shut, then sail out to the ocean with weights, drop you into the ocean. So now you in there with a fucking snake and a monkey drowning in the ocean. They would do shit like that. Or like you see in Spartacus, pack a bunch of people into that golden bull and then close the back of it and light a fire underneath, you know? This goes back to then, you know? And look what everybody knows that the Apostle Peter, he was crucified upside down. That's what the record says. There's a white book, I don't have it. There's a white book early on in the truth. There was this Jake I knew in the world, and I was trying to tell him about some of the truth here and there. And he had a white book, and he said I should read it sometime. And I don't know how true it is, but it talks about how everybody died. How the 12 gives you the dates, so-called records and stuff. It's just like a small white book. It might be worth checking out, add to the library.
Is there one that said that Apostle Thomas got the death in India?
Maybe, I don't know. I know it has a white cover, but it tells you about, how Apostle Paul died, John, you know. Hey, we got to put Zaharia Howard on the task. He'll find it. Tomorrow morning. Go ahead.
Second Maccabees chapter 7.
He'll go, if he's a hard finder, he's going to find the first version of it.
You're right.
You know what I'm saying? It might take 4 weeks to get here, but he's going to find the first version. I'll take whatever edition's out. The newest one. Go ahead, bro.
Second Maccabees chapter 7, verse
I'm gonna
28.
look it up myself though, because it might be worth checking out, you know?
I'll look too, Zaquan.
Because even if it's not true, it puts you in the mindset of what we read in Revelation 18 and 24. All right, the blood of the prophets was inside the whore. Or the martyrs, you can also get that in Revelation 6. Go ahead,
Second Maccabees chapter 7, verse 28. And this is what the mother said first. I beseech thee, my son, look upon the heaven and the earth and all that is therein, and consider that the Most High Yahweh made them of things that were not, and so was mankind made likewise. Fear not this tormentor, but being worthy of thy brethren, take thy death, that I may receive thee again in mercy with thy brethren.
Right, so the mother understood reincarnation. See that? That's heavy, you know? Then there's another one in Ezra where they asked Ezra, the elders came and asked him, I think it might have been the heathen, correct me if I'm wrong. They asked him, whose power, why are you building this temple? He said, we are the ones that were in the beginning that created the earth. The power that we were with him in the beginning created the earth. So he understood that there was a creation process and they were there. That's how deep their understanding was. Now that same understanding had to be common because now you have an Israelite woman with the same understanding during the time of the Maccabees. Go ahead.
Second Maccabees chapter 7, verse 30.
And we have faith in that. Esau is scared that we have faith in reincarnation. That's what all the men came to. What will we receive? You know? Well, in the regeneration, you're going to receive this. Go ahead.
Second Maccabees chapter 7, verse 30. While she was yet speaking these words, the young man said, whom wait ye for? I will not obey the king's commandment, but I will obey the commandment of the law that was given unto our fathers by Moses. And thou, that hast been the author of all mischief against the Hebrews, shall not escape the hands of the Most High Yahweh. For we suffer because of our sins, and though the living Lord be angry with us, a little while for our chastening and correction, yet shall he be at one again with his servants.
Right, he's looking at him, maybe even smiling, teeth cracked. Like you boasting a little too much. That's what he's saying. You're doing too much. You have no idea what you're doing. Who you messing with? You can do this to us, all right? But the Lord's gonna get you. Hey, this Antiochus is around, all right? He's being preserved. Go ahead.
Verse 34, but thou, O godless man, and of all other most wicked, be not lifted up without a cause, nor puffed up with uncertain hopes, lifting up thy hand against the servants of the Most High Yahweh. For thou hast not yet escaped the judgment of Almighty Power, who seeth all things.
Right, because there's certain things that the prophets wrote down that the woman, her children, they understood that had not happened yet. Where is the Redeemer to gather us? Where's the destruction of the daughter of Babylon, the virgin daughter of Babylon, that David sang about in his Psalms? Our people knew about certain things that David spoke on. It's like, that's a dark saying, because nobody knew what it meant, right? We're in the time now where we understand who that her is. We gonna stay on her, man. That's what the Spirit's on. And regeneration, reincarnation. Esau's afraid of it. I'm gonna keep saying that too. So-called white man is afraid that we understand who we are and who he is according to the scriptures. Whether he wants to make it noised abroad or not, we don't care, because things are happening prophetically when you look around the earth. All right, go ahead.
Verse 36, for our brethren who now have suffered a short pain are dead under the Most High's covenant of everlasting life.
See that? So they understood immortality, which is true. We are going to live forever and not just 1,000 years. All right, like some doctrines are out there. All right, eternity is possible with Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. That's tied to our faith. All right, immortality. Living forever. Because we don't understand Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai's concept of time. All we know is 6 a.m. usually the sun is up. That's on this earth. What about Earth 2? Or Earth 144,000? Or Earth 13,999? What about that Earth? What about that realm? What does that do to your body, to your age? Because these Edomites, the heathens, they're not going to understand any of that. Go ahead, bro.
But thou, through the judgment of the Most High Yahweh, shall receive just punishment for thy pride. But I, as my brethren, offer up my body and life for the laws of our fathers, beseeching the Most High Yahweh that he would speedily be merciful unto our nation, and that thou, by torments and plagues, mayest confess that he alone is the Most High, and that in me and my brethren the wrath of the Almighty, which is justly brought upon our nation, may cease.
Yeah, because Jake, what we're experiencing is 2/3 fatigue, man. Black fatigue, we're experiencing that at a high level, right along with the Edomites and the rest of the nations. Because when you think about all the stuff that we have to endure dealing with our people, how their embarrassment, it's tiring on the mind, Then you got to go out as a so-called representative, trying to be cordial, and a perception is being put upon you. Why? Because 2/3 needs to be destroyed, man. Do you see that? Especially here in District of Confusion. Go ahead,
Quoted, by the way, verse 14. I wanted to read that as well.
You said it was verse 14?
Yeah, that's a good one to go to.
Oh yeah, come on.
let's precept that. Go back to verse 35.
35?
No,
Yeah.
It's Hebrews 11, verse 35. Women received their dead raised to life again, and others were tortured, not accepting deliverance, that they might obtain a better resurrection.
that's right. You know what you're putting a fist up to? You know what you're putting a fist up to? Oh, okay. You know what's going on? You ever heard of the Israelites before? What we just read? No, I was saying, do you know what you're putting your fist up to? Because we could be saying something completely crazy, but you wouldn't even know. Okay, brother.
talked about before, you got witnesses. Being a witness is very important to this ministry. It's one of the things brothers tap into to stay longer in this ministry, because just like Yahushua, he was able to convince the people by his works. Those witnesses were able to follow him around, to get that refreshment of the spirit. But that's what Jake needs, that so-called resurrection, that spirit of hope has to be resurrected in Jake. So, it's a start, it's a seed, but brother got to come back more and give that real, start a wow. That's what we're looking forward to. Because when it comes back next week, we might have the faith to stop, and get more of the gospel.
Trying to educate him, draw something without him. Jake, his eye is evil towards his brother. He's trying to make him go viral or something like that. By embarrassing him. I'm not trying to, But at the end of the day, F-U-C-K Jake. Go ahead, bro.
2 Maccabees chapter 7.
Could have been an agent.
Verse 13. Now when this man was dead also, they tormented and mangled the fourth in like manner. So when he was ready to die, he said thus, it is good, being put to death by men, to look for hope from the Most High Yahweh to be raised up again by him.
Yeah, you see that? Imagine being mangled, and that's what you're saying. That's what's on your mind. Like, I know I'm going to get my lick back. That's what we're thinking. We know we're going to get our lick back. Multiple. Esau, we're going to push you into the ground. The Lord told us, if you forget me, I'll beat you into pieces, into powder. What do you think we're going to do to the nations? And Esau, Edom. You're going to understand what the vapors are, and you're going to experience being in vapors. Esau's going to feel that pain. Your spirit's going to be on fire in them vapors. You're going to feel what the elements feel like, isolated by themselves. You know what I'm saying? Imagine how that feels. Your finger's solid iron, no blood running through it. You know how your body feel when the fucking body part falls asleep. Imagine that turns up. Messing with your spirit, how you think. Because what Esau's trying to do, he's trying to affect how we think with AI, merging man with machine. We're going to show you something, man, in the kingdom. That's called meditating terror. Go ahead.
2 Maccabees chapter 7, verse 14. As for thee, thou shalt have no resurrection to life.
Right. From there you go to Wisdom of Solomon 4 and 18. What you got, still on
Back in Hebrews.
Oh yeah, let's read that, Revelation 6 and 9.
Revelation 6, verse 9. And when he had opened the fifth seal, I saw under the altar the souls of them that were slain for the word of God, for the testimony which they held.
Yeah, 5 kind of symbolizes power, Go ahead.
And they cried with a loud voice, saying, How long, O Lord, holy and true, dost thou not judge and avenge our blood on them that dwell on the earth?
Yeah, read it from the top again.
Revelation 6, verse 9. And when he had opened the fifth seal, I saw under the altar the souls of them that were slain for the word of God and for the testimony which they held.
Yeah, the testimony that we hold, which is the spirit of prophecy, is that America is going to be destroyed by the end of World War III. There will be no more America. The same way people are mad at Israel for what they're doing, we're mad at America for what they've been doing to us, and it deserves to be destroyed. It's Babylon the Great in the Bible. That's what we understand and what we know. And we know that we might be put to death for it, so we don't care. All right? You can tell your authorities or whatever these guys are screaming terroristic threat. That's fine. Scriptures are going to come out in the court case. Plus, the majority of people, the average citizen out here, you don't have the money or time to lawyer up to go into the court of the slander and the stuff you make up about us. Go ahead.
Revelation 6 and 10. And they cried with a loud voice, saying, How long, O Lord?
That's us, all right? And the ones of us that believe in Yahweh and Yahweh Shai that are in the spiritual world, right? That have gone home. Go ahead.
How long, O Lord, holy and true, dost thou not judge and avenge our blood on them that dwell on the earth?
Right, so it's about payback, all right? When Yahweh Shai came back, the apostles asked him, will you now at this time restore again the kingdom to Israel? So that involves payback, taking back the land. Now is the time when the last leg of the Roman Empire, America, is going to be destroyed. Who you know is Jesus Christ, ignorantly. His name is Yahushua. He's going to come back and dismantle this place from the inside out. And the final curtain call is going to be nuclear fire on every piece of this place. And it deserves it. All right? So sick of Babylon, man, and these people. Go ahead.
Verse 11. And
You're
white
supposed to hate this place, man. Right. We hate evil. The scripture did call us a hate group. Yeah, we hate evil, man. This place is evil. It's predicated and based upon evil. Everything. Go ahead.
Revelation 6 and 11. And white robes were given unto every one of them. And it was said unto them that they should rest yet for a little season.
Right, they got their bodies changed, they received the full knowledge. All right? That's what happens. You couldn't take on an angelic state, you rest from your labors, meaning that what a mortal person would do and think, you don't do that anymore. All right? And that's what we're praying to receive is a white robe. White, again, a laban in the Hebrew, meaning purity, you know? That's what the Urim and the Thummim, of the Thummim, I believe it was a white and like a black stone. All right? One white stone and one black stone, if I'm not mistaken. Right. Go ahead.
That they should rest yet for a little season.
Look that up, bro.
Until their fellow servants also and their brethren that should be killed as they were shall be fulfilled.
Right, so some of us might get killed for what we're saying. That's why we know the majority of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, you wouldn't dare come out here and speak the things that we're speaking. Because you're attached to this world. You got too many things to cling to. The Lord told us not to be entangled with this world. That's why we say this place is going to be over. All right? And we're not afraid. Go ahead.
And I beheld when he had opened the sixth seal, and lo, there was a great earthquake, and the sun became black as sackcloth of hair, and the moon became as blood.
Yeah, that's good right there. That's what's going to happen to the great horse. She's going to get set on fire, just like a witch. Because not only she's a whore, she's a witch. She opened up her closet, and she's just like the so-called nigger woman. You know, a body shackled up in there from how many years ago? Voodoo dolls and all types of crazy madness. All that has to get. You got to burn the whole house down. It's like mold, you know. Go ahead, Al. What you got? Yeah, Wisdom of Solomon. Yeah. 18. 4 and 18.
Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 4, verse 18. They shall see him and despise him, but Yahweh Baal Shem Yahushua shall laugh them to scorn.
Yeah, it's talking about you Edomites. All right? Because after they know America might get destroyed completely, but they think they're going to rule the earth. With the Moabites and the Ammonites. Okay, yeah. Thummim and a warrior, yeah. Thummim was black and a warrior was light, you know. A war means light. Yeah, you can put on the camera here, Dr. Shaw. The water out, because I always want to be right. We don't make stuff up. Alright.
Urim and the
Go ahead,
Thummim.
bro.
Wisdom of
And
Solomon.
the scripture also in Revelation, I think it speaks about they received a white stone. Alright? Yeah, meaning innocency. Meaning you were, you were innocent. Yep. Esau calls it a get out of jail free card. This is a big ass jail. We've escaped mentally. We're looking to get white robes and redeemed. If we need to get put to death, we're gonna say what our ancestors said who were getting tormented. Do what you gotta do. We're gonna get our link back in the kingdom. You know? Go ahead, bro.
Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 4, verse 18. They shall see him and despise him, but Yahweh Baal Shem Yahushua shall laugh them to scorn.
Yeah, they shall laugh them to scorn, and that's happening right now. Everybody's mad at the Yiddle Diddles. They're gonna have to kill Candace Owens, man.
Yeah, something will happen.
Go ahead, bro.
And they shall hereafter be a vile carcass.
The only reason I say that is because of these videos. I was watching that video. It says Candace Owens destroys Rabbi or something like that. I watched that whole video, and he was he's calling for blood, you know? Like, he's mad to the point where we got to do something to her. We got to send more threats. You know, while she was pregnant, she revealed that she received a death threat. The FBI called her and said, look, we found some kites, some fucking fake Jewish people, all right? Fake Jews in Israel. They were plotting to kill you, You know, and they said that to her while she was pregnant. That's why she took a break. There was no activity on her page like that. What's up, you got something?
Just blew my mind with that one.
Yeah. Hey, watch this demon, man. Go ahead, bro.
Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 4, verse 18. And they shall hereafter be a vile carcass and a reproach among the dead forevermore.
Right, because eventually nobody's going to remember them. There's going to be no more Edomites on earth. That's going to be complete rest for the earth. Then all the heathen will know, like, okay, this was, we understood because he got taken down, but now he's gone? Shit. Go ahead.
Verse 19. For he shall rend them and cast them down headlong, that they shall be speechless.
Like King Amaziah, that's what he was doing. He was casting them down headlong. What was it, like 10,000 at a time? He was casting them down headlong. Go ahead, bro.
And he shall shake them.
10,000 Edomites at a time.
And he shall shake them, so like he shall shake them from the foundation, and they shall be utterly laid waste.
Like we read, there shall be a great earthquake. All right. After you roll and you try and you destroy and try and kill the hopeful elect, and they get martyred, the Lord's gonna beat in destruction. Because people, that means you would have had to enforce the mark of the beast on the whole earth, and they refused it. You know. That's why you can't read the Bible straight through. That verse, it comes out again and deeper when you read Revelation the 15th chapter and 16th chapter. You read the details about that. So you read it straight through, some people don't know what point in time they're in. We're at the beginning of the mark of the beast about to be mandated, right? Trump is passing legislations for all the infrastructure and boasting about how they're gonna be an AI powerhouse. No, you're not. You're still a community college. You're not in the SEC of AI. You know what I'm saying? You don't know how to read plays and study defenses. You just started watching film. You know? The U.S. is playing catch up. But when they finally feel like they're there, because they're going to be in straits, like the scripture says, they're going to force it upon people. All right?
I got you. One.
Go ahead.
You want me to read it?
Yeah, ring it. You don't have to read it too loud. Just read it regular.
This is 2 Chronicles 25. This is what Elder Monaghan was just talking about, King Amaziah. 2 Chronicles 25 and 11. And Amaziah strengthened himself and led forth his people and went to the valley of Salt and smote of the children of Seir 10,000.
Yeah, it smote on 10,000. But didn't it say that I think he was throwing them,
It might have been Joab.
Joab?
They did Moab.
Oh, he did.
Throwing them off.
Yeah. They made one line of slaves and one find
Yeah, they had them all jump off the cliff like the Spartans. Go ahead, bro. That's good. We'll continue on in Wisdom of Solomon.
Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 4.
Hey, but that's what Israel likes to do. Go ahead.
Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 4, verse 19. And be in sorrow, and their memorial shall perish.
See that their memorial shall perish. So no more Washington, D.C. No more Southeast where 34 girls are going missing in 1 week. You know? Niggas not protesting for that. You know? But you come out here and destroy your people. Hate niggas, man. And to the Latinos and Native Americans doing that wickedness on the res. Alright? Edomite come in there with money and now the whole res is destroyed. Because of your ass. You know what I mean? So his memorial has to be taken away. No more Albert Pike statues next to courthouses. No more obelisks. Alright? I was watching, I forget what video I was watching, but the guy was saying when you look at DC, when you visit the memorial, you can tell that they put a whole bunch of spiritual infrastructure into it on purpose. So you can't say a separation of church and state. Look how the government is laid out. It looks like an altar. You know, it looks like ancient Rome. It was a video where the guy was he would say Democrat destroys Republican, but he was going at how the Democrat was a hypocrite because at one point in time he didn't want the 10 Commandments in the school, but then he did. Now he doesn't again. You know, because they're all hypocrites. This place needs to be destroyed. All right, this place is built off of witchcraft. That's how we understand it. I can identify where we are in time in the scriptures and what and who is who. All right. All right, this is a family business. All right, this isn't for everybody. That's why we don't expect masses of people to listen. All right, and it's for I don't know whatever reason, the spirit in DC been dead. These last couple camps, you know, the people out here they're through. Yeah, somebody came and took that damn suitcase, man. That shit was sketchy as hell. She was sitting there for like an hour. Go ahead, bro.
Wisdom of Solomon.
I don't know what the hell that was. Go ahead.
Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 4, verse 20. And when they shall cast up accounts of their sins, they shall come with fear, and their own iniquities shall convince them to their face.
That's it. Because the scripture says, like in Job 15, go to Job 15 and 5. Now I can't forget it because I asked about it the other day. I'm never going to forget it now, 15 and 5 through 6. It's easy to get you devils, you know? And we're going to prove to you that you're not going to accept it. The Lord and the angels are going to destroy all your air forces, everything on earth. Then when the elect come down here to execute judgment, you still going to be fighting. You're going to Edomite Russians in bunkers and stuff like that. You know? Go ahead, bro.
It's Job 15, verse 5. For thy mouth uttereth thine iniquity.
You can walk through. You won't be recorded. Go
For
ahead.
thy mouth uttereth thine iniquity, and thou choosest the tongue of the crafty.
Right, that's why you have something called whistleblowers. All right, and that whole Snowden thing was the setup so that they could start spying on everybody, see what information everyone's looking up. That was a whole ploy to bring in another wave of technocracy. All right, just like 9/11 was constructed to bring in the Patriot Act and start restricting, bring more restrictive measures as far as national security. All right, so Esau always tells you what he's going to do before he does it. And with some high-level witchcraft is also The Simpsons. You know, if you're not on the other side, you don't know what the hell's going on. It could be an episode back in '96 when you came home from school, and this shit happened a couple months ago. It's like, damn. But if you didn't, if the Lord didn't get on the because that's left-hand wickedness, didn't get on Edomites to break it down. They got whole websites and stuff tied into it, where you can enter in the date, the score of a game, and it'll give you the breakdown of everything in numerology. Esau's got that infrastructure to say, okay, we're gonna find out what this devil meant at 6 o'clock on the 16th of this day, you know, and they got money backed by it because they think they're gonna be patriotic enough, stop the leaders of this country from destroying it, and the other countries from destroying it at the same time. Like on some, remember Red Dawn? Well, that was Korea back then, right? When they said that, and they was coming out of the sky. First of all, nobody parachutes anymore. There's drones. Nobody's jumping out of fucking planes. They just do that to break you in. At this point, I'm pretty sure. You know what I'm saying? You should go get shot out the sky by a robot. You know, I'd be stupid. That's like sending troops out, the infantry getting shot by the archers on the wall. You know they're gonna go. You know. Esau, boy. That's why Babylon, that's going to be easy to destroy this hoe. You know? We talking about Yahushua fighting a woman who's wretched, filthy, can't stand up. And that's why he's not going to use, it's not even going to use his, lift any fingers. He didn't lift a finger or anything. Just a blast of fire came out. Yo, could you imagine the sound of that? You know? Because you know you get near a fire, you hear that cackling, stuff on fire. Now hearing buildings and people, man, we pray to Yahweh Shem Yahushua that we can be on that sea of glass. Call Akim that are about the mind while I'm off. All brothers that are in sincerity and truth, man. We're gonna be crying, we're gonna be happy. You ain't gonna be thinking about eating on that sea of glass. You're just gonna be thinking about rejoicing. You ain't gonna be thinking about multiple wives, none of that. You know what I'm saying? All the elect, the 1/3, they'll be looking down.
Right, exactly.
All right, and there's gonna be music going. You know, it ain't gonna be like no cruise or no soul plane or these huge mega planes they got where you try to fly to Dubai and there's different levels. You got basically a mini apartment on a plane. It's gonna be greater than that. You know, I'm personally fighting to hear the acoustics in the chariot, man, and the fathership. Imagine all those singers. Now they say Mariah Carey, did she crack glass or something? Yeah. Right? And that's nothing. Imagine 144,000 men who got their voice back, you know, and the harpers that are still harping right now. A song's been going in the heavens since creation started. That's what we got to remember too. We're singing a new song here on earth. These people they're not hip to, and it's to the tune of Babylon being destroyed. You know, this man has infrastructure to destroy you, lock you up, not feed you, separate you from your families. It's all in the scripture. Yahushua said he came to bring that division. So we're pushing the spirit of what? Division. Babylon needs to be severed from the earth, man. You Edomites need to pay for what you did and banding with the nations while doing it, which is also in the Maccabees. They went to the Arabians a lot of the times, the Midianites, which is Ishmael, you know. Go ahead, I know you got something.
That's all good. Dude, but I'm going to go back to Job.
I know we go ahead.
Job chapter 15, verse 6.
Yeah.
Thine own mouth condemneth thee,
Yeah.
and not I, yea, thine own lips testifieth against thee.
Right, and again, when we read it, we ended in Wisdom of Solomon. It said we're going to bring you forth, we're going to show you your sins. All right, so they're going to testify, you're going to tell on yourself, and we're going to show them before you. Like, look what you did to us. You're going to remember what you did around 1385. Somewhere in South Carolina, in some town that wasn't even named yet, you know? And you had 400 slaves, all from different families, you know? You got 20 slaves, none of them know where their families are. A lot of us had to be on a plantation around here in the DMV, because we ended up here, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but
At some point in time, or no, I'm saying on a plantation together, you know, or in the same area. To go out and do the work, or in captivity at least, shit. Same quadrant, because everything is reincarnated. I think like that, it gives you peace. That's why sometimes, I know you brothers feel, sometimes when you have deja vu, it feels good, but other times it's eerie and it feels bad. You know, it's like, hold on, I've been here before, but this feels a little weird. Sometimes it feels good. Called intuition, you know? Esau in the kingdom, you're gonna have deja vu because you're literally gonna see the same face with the same beard, glossing, dripping. You're gonna see all your ancestors written in monkey scratch on the wall, how they wrote to you in broken Lost Rock Kodash that these men live forever. You know? That's why here you are in slavery, it's year 585. It's like, damn, he still hasn't aged. Yeah, he had 4,000 kids last month. I don't know what we're gonna do. You know, his kids, well, we got two a year. If it was left up to us, let us only have 2 a year. Because they used to breed us, we're gonna breed y'all in a righteous way. There's gotta be a righteous way to do it. You're cattle at that point. You treated us like resources. You said slaves and souls of men. That's what we're gonna take. Under Malak Chazadak. In the kingdom of heaven. We're not going to do it on this side. We got to say that. You know? Because they act like we some black hate militia group. Yeah, it's time already. It's some black hate militia group. We not. You know? Go ahead, bro.
That was it on that.
Okay, bro. Zephaniah 2 and started like verse 6. It starts with Amen. Go ahead. Sound of the beast. That's what we're gonna start calling. Anything that's loud is the sound of the beast. You know? Go ahead,
Zephaniah 2, verse 6. It says, and the sea coast.
Oh no, get Nahum first. We're gonna end with Zephaniah. Yeah. No. Whatever you got.
The book of Nahum, chapter 3, verse 4. Because of the multitude of the whoredoms of the well-favored harlot.
Right, she's linked up with all these other nations and completely destroyed us. Meanwhile here, there's a complete psyop still going on. Brothers bringing out the Willie Lynch, you know. All this stuff is being done. So that's the multitude of the whoredoms. It's not just one concentrated area. You're dealing with Planned Parenthood. You're dealing with the way your food is dealing with. You're dealing with taxes from all coming out the wild zoo. You know, you're dealing with the spirits on your job because you got to survive. You got to operate. You know, you got to deal with your body, keeping yourself up. You know, because we all ain't shit. You know, every time I look in the mirror, I'm like, damn, bro, I got to be better than this. You know? Even if the weather's fucked up. You can't blame it all the time. Oh, the weather's inclement or whatever, you know? Sometimes we got to work on ourselves, but hey, we need your house shot. Go ahead, bro. My memory's shot. Sometimes the brothers be like, you remember this guy? Or Remember that day at camp? I'm like, bro, you gotta jog my memory because I have no idea. You know, I remember locations. There's certain events and how things went down in conversations. My memory's not there. You know, I gotta go on a go-to cola regimen for 6 months. You know what I'm saying? And ginkgo leaf diet. You know what I'm saying? Every morning. Go ahead, bro.
Nahum chapter 3, verse 4. Because of the multitude of the whoredoms of the well-favored harlot, the mistress of witchcraft that selleth nations through her whoredoms.
Yeah, selleth nations through her whoredoms. And people, hundreds of people were being sold for little to nothing. It was like, yo, what do you need in return? We'll give you that. The Esau is a devil. And every deal that Esau's ever made, going all the way back to Cain, it's always been evil. Look at the deal he made with the Lord. I'm not my brother's keeper. I'm going to bring sacrifice fruit. What type of deal is that? You're talking to the Creator. So look how, of course he's going to deal with people down here evil. We don't expect him to do anything else. Go ahead.
That selleth nations through her whoredoms.
Right. So, Slaki, in order to sell nations to your whoredoms, the other nations have to accept, right? So now, like we read in 2nd Ezra, Asia is a partaker of the hope in Babylon. The Elamites, the East Indians, you should do a case study this week on the East African, the trans-Saharan slave trade. All right, look up the details of the trans-Saharan slave trade. When did it start? Who, what, where, when, how? You know how we do, right? Maybe we should do that. You know, take a class, take a break from what we're going over and go over that. Let's do that. You know, through the Spirit. Because these Ishmaelites, we got to be mad as hell at them too. They're pedophiles and sodomites, big time. So is Elam. So they got to get judged. And you think we just stopped there? No, they took us and sold us to Moab. And sold us to the different Ammonite tribes. And some information was coming out. I got to do a case study on that too. As Jake was saying how the Great Wall of China, he said the Moors built it to keep the Mongols out. Basically the Moabites and the Ammonites out. You heard that? He said because of the way it's built and it's not hard to conceive. But we'll figure it out, you know? Because they say, the one Jake, he was linking it to how the wall in Benin, if I can know about that wall, and built in that country in West Africa and Benin, it's super structured. It was a strong empire, you know what I'm saying? It was hard to take down because of that wall. It said the blood that was in those people built the wall of China. They had to be Israelites. So there might be some truth to it. But again, we could do a case study on it. You can ask Grok, start there. You know, ask ChatGPT and go from there. Go ahead, bro. Hey, but this is the strongest wall of defense right here. The name's Yahweh and Yahweh Shah. That's really why I wanted the guy. I like interacting with people, and I asked him, "Do you know what you're putting your fist up to?" He could have said what. I would have gave him the names. You know what I'm saying? That's what I did when I saw the truth. I said, "Y'all cursing and cussing. Where's that in the scriptures?" They got it. I said, "Okay, I'm gonna shut the fuck up myself and listen to that, because I know they finna prove me wrong a whole lot more, and I'm not about to get embarrassed."
That's a good,
you know?
witness. It's a good witness.
Yeah. I had to be a witness. I got to stand back and be a witness. Let me stand in the pews. Go ahead, bro.
Nahum chapter 3, verse 4. That selleth nations through her whoredoms and families through her witchcraft.
Yeah.
Behold, I am against thee, saith Yahweh Tazabawa.
Yeah, this man is praying to Satan. Satan's answering, and he was able to construct cargo slave ships. He was able to gene splice DNA from a pig and put it in apples, spray barium in the sky, you know, so now he can kill you from above and kill you from below. Go ahead.
And I will discover thy skirts upon thy face, and I will shew the nations thy nakedness, and the kingdoms thy shame.
That's good right there. Go to where you at. And he's doing that through us speaking about it. And through Edomite whistleblowers. Which that's good. You brought that proves the point that we were going into before, how this man tells on himself. Alright? You should be ashamed. You're getting caught in a lie. You know? Esau is majority is Edomites. They are all the people that show up on To Catch a Predator. Alright? Not the victims, but the assailants. All right, Esau is an assailant. Because what do you see when he actually says free to go? They think they're just gonna walk out and run. No, judgment's got to be given, man. Esau thinks he's gonna go off scot-free because he linked up with the nations. Oh, he's gonna point the blame. No, all y'all going into slavery, man.
Right.
at some point in time, throughout different captivities, either the Ishmaelites or the Moabites, they knew how to train killer bees to attack us. You know what type of spirit has to be on you to control bees, first of all? They can kill you and then to kill somebody else? We had to deal with that. But again, Jake deserved that shit, man. Look what they're doing today. Remember when it was a while back, a few years back, they found some of those bees started showing up on the West Coast? People were getting scared? Go ahead, bro.
Zephaniah 2 verse 6. And the sea coast shall be dwellings and cottages for shepherds, and folds for flocks. And the coast shall be for the remnant of the house of Judah. They shall feed thereupon in the houses of Ashkelon.
Yeah, this is when we get the land back, all right? Because those people in our land today, you don't hear them reading the scriptures. If they were real people, they would try and read this and say, no, this is for us. This is us getting our land back. Yeah. None of this was tied into the Balfour Declaration or any of the anti-you-know-what going on. They're not saying, oh, but what about Zephaniah? He was a Jew, look what he's saying. No, that belongs to us. Again, family business. All right, go ahead.
They shall feed thereupon in the houses of Ashkelon, shall they lie down in the evening.
Go ahead.
For the Lord their God shall visit them and turn away their captivity.
Yeah, that's what's going on now. Go ahead.
I have heard the reproach of Moab and the revelings of the children of Ammon, whereby they have reproached my people and magnified themselves against their border.
Right, and we see that, and again, look on the tag of anything you buy. You see that with that nation of people. Then you go into your neighborhood, depending on what area of Babylon you live in, they own a business. They own all the nail salons, all right? Which a lot of them, through the spirit, all right, for any Jake to deal with the N-Dub, my rib put me on, she said that these Moabite and Ammonite nail shops, they're not doing so well because what the N-Dub is doing is going and buying the shit herself because they're tired of Ling Ling and that, and Sue Kim, you know? So they're buying press-ons. They still want to be whores, you know, but they're not going completely to Moab anymore, you know? See them in there fucking up the shops or going there in packs and just steal every fucking thing, you know? Go ahead, bro.
Verse 9, therefore as I live...
But you don't get a right-on sister for that shit, you know? It's fuck you and Ammon and Moab still, you know? Go ahead.
Therefore as I live, saith the Lord of hosts of God of Israel, surely Moab shall be as Sodom, and the children of Ammon as Gomorrah.
Right, so the Lord is equating their fate to total fire and destruction. So it's going to be similar. They're going to get hit. All them tall-ass buildings and them Ready Gamer 1 looking infrastructures out there, it's going to be all destroyed. All right? Go ahead.
That's the link to 2 Ezra 15.
Yeah, the link to 2 Ezra 15, bro. Ask the Spirit. I don't have it written in here, but now I got to.
Yeah, me too.
From Revelation to 2 Ezra to Zephaniah. You know? They all spoke about how Asia, or Babylon the Great, the final ending, you Moabites and Ammonites, you will be tied to it. And it'd be tied to what you did to us, first and foremost. All right? Because she had the blood of the prophets. Go ahead.
It says, even the breeding of nettles and salt pits, and the perpetual desolation.
Right, and nettles, if brothers know about the nettle herb, that shit is dangerous. If you try to just run through a field of nettle, you're going to get scraped up. Nettle has thorns all over it, tiny little prickles all over it. So that means that's where you're going to be dwelling all the time. I mean, you're going to be constantly pricked. Don't that sound like the curse? Wherever we go, the sole of our feet, we shall not have no ease. That's going to be for them. It's going to get flipped. The Lord's going to overturn our captivity. And them nettles in the kingdom, they're going to be pure. Like, what's that movie, My Pet Monster? Or no, Little Shop of Horror? Yeah, Little Shop of Horror. Brother know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And they gonna grow up faster than you grow up. You gonna plant it one day, you just surrounded by a whole bunch of them. Like, God damn. Yeah, Venus flytraps. We gonna understand what they really call them, Las Quadash. And you gonna be terrified of it. Go ahead, bro. And all the different species of them, by the way. You know? All the colors of you're gonna taste all the colors of the rainbow when it comes to slavery, forms of slavery, you know? The real rainbow. Not the rainbow that this country pushes for, the wicked one. All right, which also ties into the fire and destruction. Because Moab's all with that. Ammon, they're not going to say, hey, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, stop being faggots. You know what I'm saying? Stop being sodomites. So that's why the Lord said, you're going to get a sodomite destruction. Go ahead.
It says, the residue of my people shall spoil them,
Yeah, slavery. I mean, we're gonna get down. We're gonna plunder you. Go ahead.
and the remnant of my people shall possess them.
Yeah, you really gonna know how to cook. You think their food is good now. Wait till the kingdom when they get the right recipe. See, they don't have the right recipes. All the recipes belong to us. That's why you see Northern Kingdom, they go into any establishment, they learn the recipe, and now the food is better than the actual nation who makes it. Aharon know it. Come on, right, brother? Brother shaking his head. I know that brother listening. See, we learn that recipe once, and you can become the top chef as an Israelite. And you like, damn, this Elamite food is good as hell. Miguel is back there. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, Doc.
This shall they have for their pride.
But the thing is, Ammon, they don't hire Jake. It's Ammonites and Moabites working back there. They don't hire Jake. It was rare that you see a Jake back there frying chicken wings at the China spot. You know? I'm glad the Lord pulled us away from Denny's, bro, because we was going too far. We had to stop eating that shit. You know? Had to detox. All the elder brothers in the camp are guilty. Go ahead, bro. With extra mumbo sauce.
Zephaniah 2:10. This shall they have for their pride, because they have reproached and magnified themselves against the people of the Lord of hosts. The Lord will be terrible unto them, for he will famish all the gods of the earth, and men shall worship him.
Yeah, that's why the ancient deities that they all pray to, none of them are coming up and stopping these tsunamis and earthquakes, you know, and prolonging their plan to take over the earth, because Ammon and Moab, they want to take over the earth just as much as the U.S., but they can't do it. And you know why? Because that recent stat that came out about the 14,000 fighter jets, man. I had no idea. That's a lot to deal with. Imagine if they allocated all those jets to one area. You're not stopping that, man. I don't care what satellites you got in the sky. Go ahead, bro.
It says,
and also, bring out this fact, in Psalms 83, Moab and Ammon is there in the list to do away with our name. So when you read in Zephaniah, Nahum, where it says you have been whoredoms with the multiples of the nations, they're right there. The whoredom of the list of the nations, David prophesied about them. They were trying to do away with us. Why would David sing about that, the king? That's a sorrowful song. Remember, that's a song. That's a sad song. Back then, it's like, damn, well, what's going to happen in the future? That's what we went through, Psalms 83. And we're still going through with this whole bullshit about anti-Semitism. It's made up. Go ahead.
verse 10, or verse 11, the Lord will be terrible unto them, for he will famish all the gods of the earth, and men shall worship him, every one from his place, even all the isles of the heathen.
Right, and that's good right there. And that's not talking about Yahweh singular. We're talking about Yahweh Shah. This said all men shall worship him, but that sounds like a lot like all knees shall bow. So how are all men going to worship him, but then all these bow to Yahweh Shah? Well, there has to be an order, like we speak about in Hebrew, starting with Malak Tazadak. All right? The nation, 2/3, you're going to get reintroduced to the King of Righteousness in the kingdom. We already understand and know about him. That's why we out here doing what we got to do, hoping and praying that we're of the church of the firstborn. And you Moabites, you Ammonites, you can't stop this truth. I don't care how you try to, even if you stop the internet, at that point, the job's done. We done woke up. We got faith. We believe in reincarnation. We're going to be like those holy children that said we're going to get our lick back after we die. You can torment us all you want. We're going to receive our death, and we're going to see your ass again. You know? And you said something beautiful, Shar, not too long ago. The people in the world, we don't care to disappoint them. We disappoint them all day. We don't want to disappoint Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Because we can disappoint them and then see them again. I take pleasure in envisioning what my seed's going to look like in the kingdom. You know? Seeds. Parium, you know? Because like I said, these heathen, they're going to be complaining. Hey, Jake, that had 3,000 kids last month. You know? Hey, it's springtime again. Get ready for all the Israelites. You know, they're going to have fun. It's getting warm again. There's going to be Israelites being born around the clock. You know? And again, it might be 144,000 earths for all we know. Or Thabal, you know, Thabalium, earths. Right. Is there some more there? And we can wrap up?
Verse 12.
Let's read verse 12, bro. That's the last verse?
Nah, it's not.
Okay, just read verse 12.
Zephaniah 2 and
Oh yeah, how could we forget 12? Go ahead, bro.
Zephaniah 2 and
Because
12.
you know who came up? I wasn't here. I gotta go back and watch. A drunken Cushite bitch came up to the camp.
Yeah.
So hey, read this for her. It's 360, bro.
Zephaniah 2 verse 12. Ye Ethiopians.
Hey, that's yours, Shamaria. She's yours in the kingdom, bro. You like Cushite, bro. Go ahead. I do too, but I don't want no drunken Cushite.
Zephaniah 2 and 12. Ye Ethiopians also, ye shall be slain by my sword.
Right,
funny
you
that-
shall be
yeah.
slain because they think they're gonna escape.
Yeah.
You know, where are they coming for the benefit? They're African and this Haile Selassie shit. You know, where are you to come and have pity upon our people? No, you say, you know what? Travel through our land. We're gonna pay you a tax. We might keep some of you, all right, and we're gonna train up hyenas and stuff to keep you in order like sheep. Again, do a case study on the trans-Saharan slave trade. You're gonna see how all these nations were gathered together. And make sure you ask AR and your lookings, how did the Jews have the Jewish people have funded this? You know, because they had money at the top. You know, Rothschilds, the bankers at that time, who was controlling the assets to finance this stuff? Because it wasn't just no Cushite just said, oh, I'm gonna just do this by myself. You know, so-called white man, he took a lot of journeys trying to get up the different rivers in Africa. He died many times, but he finally made it. The Lord said, all right, Israel's being wicked enough. Go get their ass and use the nations. You know? So Shalak Rayam called Haragim, all called Gawayam, sent all deaths and killings upon all heathens, man. We're going to point out Hakwadam to that and give all praises to
Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua Ba'Shem Kakwadash.
That's the Most High in the name of the Son, in the name of the Holy Spirit. Peace and blessings be upon the hopeful elect, the Akim and the Akwakim, the brothers and sisters, and the Bundim and Yasha'al, the children of the elect of Israel. And double honors to our elders and apostles that came back in reincarnation, because reincarnation is real. They're known as Great Millstone. All the elders and the bishops and deacons up in Connecticut. Shalom.
Shalom.